Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the Vault event. Well, just grinding it mostly. It's Gems of War After Dark. Getting freaky. Getting weird. I don't know. It's just a nighttime stream. Nothing crazy. You see that blue? That's weird. What is that, the water? I wonder which one it is. I'm kind of curious. I did a video earlier about trying to help the loading problems, and I turned off all this stuff. I wonder if that's the water one. I'm about to try it. Let's see. Uh-oh. What happened? Apply. Now what? Switch between screens. Whoa, look, it's white now. That's crazy. Games. White. Weird. Switch it back now. Turn it. Now let's see. Is it doing the blue thing? Kinda. That's weird, dude. Can y'all hear me? Let me, I'll check my own stuff here. Get the chat up too. I'm gonna check my audio, cause sometimes I don't turn on my mic, cause I'm a professional. Hey, what up, Imperial? How's it going? I'm about to check my audio, so I'm not like 2 minutes in. But it's taking forever to load. Let's see. You hear me? Alright, good. Okay, good. I'm not even gonna check then. I believe you. Alright, let's do this. Let's do that. That was weird though. Did you see that? Options, graphics, high quality water. Was that the one? Now it's white. It's white in the background. Strange. Click on this. White. Then turn it off. Apply. Now it's blue or something. Weird. I think I messed my game up. Graphics, blur quality. Maybe this is it. High. I don't know. I turned this off, and festive themes off. And it felt like it helped, but I'm not sure. And I need to turn my music probably back on. But not too much. I hate how, like, it goes too far. I barely tap it. Let's try this. There we go. Yo, D-Rock, Supernova, Bear Raiser. How's it going, y'all? I'm fiddling around. Fiddling with myself. It's nighttime, you know? Anyway, let's do this. Okay, so I already did my adventure board. There was lots of gems, so make sure you do that. Even though it's a vault event, these are guaranteed gems. Vault events are going to give you vault keys. There's gems just sitting here waiting for you to get them, so definitely get these, don't forget. And then same thing with the dungeon. I mean, it's guaranteed diamonds just sitting here waiting for you to do them, so do it. And yeah. And the other thing, other than the settings, which, you know, the video I made, which, you know, earlier. The other thing I've been doing slightly different is because there's a stupid battle crasher, and a lot of the time it keeps replacing like a higher rarity troop, and then it has over 25 HP, and then the Ironhawks don't kill it. And it's not too often. Like, I think Ironhawks are still fine. Keep using them. But I'm going with Rowan. Rowan more consistently is killing the battle crashers, which freaking pop up like every 5 battles. It's starting to get annoying. And then 50% chance they replace something that has more HP than Ironhawk can kill in one shot. Then you're sitting there looking for skulls, trying to get something back up again, and it takes forever. But, you know, I don't know. I'm trying. I need to level up my Elementalist anyway. Let me say hi to everybody. I need to do a live chat. Hey, Imperial, Tim, DC United, Bear Raiser, Supernova, Clark the Shark. Chad's here, dude. Chad's got work in the morning. David. Ooh, what up, David? How's it going, bro? You gotta tap in. We're gonna do that EQ live stream, and I need a group. And I got like 2 or 3 people so far. I need you to be one of those, maybe. Anyway, let's see. DC, Fiona, MVS. Let's do this every single time. Pin message. Alright, let's get to the vault. So, you know, there's probably some lurkers like, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? Come on, what's up? To battle. I'm doing Blackhawk because this little corner of the map, Blackhawk, Cinemirage, Wild Plains, they seem to do well against, you know, Ironhawk having the right amount of HP for Ironhawk to kill them. So I just picked the one that I needed. I had the least trait stones. But it probably doesn't matter now that I'm using Rowan. I'll probably go anywhere, but whatever. Leveling up Elementalist. Alright, what are y'all saying? Tim said, I hear. Imperial said, audio working here. DC said, good evening. Sinnycool and all the Sinners Choir members and lurkers alike. Audio sounds great. Live chat. Yep, I got it. Thank you. Bear's here and says hello. Supernova says, hey, Cinny, I turned off all the things you said in your video. Seems to be working so far. Haven't done any Nomapaloozas yet. Yeah, I was worried that I was going to get some comments to where they're going to be like, this doesn't work, this is the reason it doesn't work, and you're stupid. I was worried about that, but I wanted to, you know, it was working for me. I was afraid it was confirmation bias. You know how it goes. You turn something off, and then you start doing your vault keys, and then it seems like it's better, and you don't know, like, and I didn't, like, I was waiting for somebody to say, because I said in the video, I was like, turn all these things off, right? And then restart your game and restart your internet and then get back on. I was waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, it's probably just because you restarted your game and restarted your internet. But I turned the stuff off on the settings. I ran like 30, 50 battles, and then I reset my internet and reset my game. So I was kind of waiting for somebody to say that so I could correct them. Because I didn't do that right away. I tried the settings first and then I reset. But see that weird blue background? Ever since I turned off my something, it's been doing this weird blue or white background. I don't know if it's the blur or the water. It's gotta be one of those. It can't be the festive themes. Yo, D-Rock Bear says, been playing my Switch, playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus? Is that it? Arceus? I'm glad you put the phonics there for me, because I don't know. I don't know. Is it Pokemon? Pokemon? Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon! What's the guy's name? Ash. And he's a Pokemon trainer. And he catches little animals with a ball. And then they fight each other to the death. There's blood. It's like Mortal Kombat. Is that how it goes? Yo, Clark. Chad says, gonna go to bed soon, but wanted to jump in before I do that. Hey, Cinny and everyone. Appreciate that, man. Sacrificing your sleeping, your REM sleep for me. Or us. What do y'all think that weird blue background? Which setting is that? I wonder if I turn everything back on. Hi. This, apply. Look, it's white. That's dumb. Let's see what happens. Bear always has those settings off. David said, you sneaky bastard. What up? D-Rock says, fancy seeing you again, Chad. Fancy. Chad is fancy. No, long time no see. DC says, please do leave a like and subscribe. You lovely Sinners, choir members, and lurkers too. Yeah, shout out to any lurkers or people watching after. It's me from the past. You're in the future. It's like Back to the Future. You ever seen that movie? Michael J. Fox. I forget the plot. What's the plot? Like, why did they go back in time? I forget. I know he's having like, he's having trouble with Biff. And then there's like the scientist guy. And why do they go back in time, though? Like, what's the purpose? Oh, yeah, the Doc is about to die or something, isn't that right? He's about to get killed or something. Like he knows it, so they go back in time. Or they go to the future. They go back to the future, the freaking name of the movie. Clues the video game. They go to the future, right? Why do they go to the future, though, if he's about to die? I don't understand. Pokemon. I forget. I'm about to look up the plot to Back to the Future. Yo, Roman B. Brandon says, looky, looky, I should be asleep in bed with the wifey but playing hooky. Glad that you're here. Bear says, no death in Pokemon games, it's only defeated. Uh-oh, the VW van. Then, like, the other guy, like, steals something. I forget. Like, steals the car, and then he gets, like, an almanac. Is that number 2 or number 1? I think I'm mixing both of them together. And he gets rich. Because he bets on all the sports games. And then he goes to the future, and it's all different. It's like a place is ruined. And Biff is, like, the president. And he's like with his mom or something. I forget. Then they go to like to Wild Wild West. I don't know. What other movie was I thinking of? Oh, the Ghostbusters. What's the plot of the Ghostbusters? There's a ghost in a painting. And then a scientist decides that they're gonna fight ghosts. And then they get a fire station, and they slide down the pole, and they don't want to cross the beams. And then Slimer comes, and he slimes everybody. And then they go to the library, and there's a librarian ghost. And then they got the trap thing, they throw the traps out, and they put them in the thing, the container. Then they escape the container, and then they fight the Marshmallow Man. Because they're supposed to not think of nothing, right? They're fighting the boss. They're not supposed to think about anything, but then one of them thinks about marshmallows. And then they have to fight the Marshmallow Man. I used to have nightmares about Marshmallow Man when I was a kid. I was like in a car running away from Marshmallow Man. He was a giant. Beg for Mercy says Cindy after dark. Gemma time. Yeah, Gemma Jameson, y'all. I should have done that. I forgot. Missed opportunity. We should have done Knockers of War. Gemma Jameson. Swear, I'm gonna make that channel one day. Gemma Jameson. It's gonna be on April Fool's Day. Oh, let's see, I got that. Bang. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I'm just doing Rowan because Ironhawk, the stupid Battle Crasher's getting on my nerves. So I think Ironhawk's still faster. Same thing with the settings and whatnot. Like, it may not work for you, it might work for you. Just like Bear, maybe you already had them turned off. That video didn't give you any help at all. I just thought maybe there's 1 or 2 people out there that it would help you and you'd get a couple extra vault keys. I'm just going with Rowan because I got irritated with the Ironhawks and the Imp of Love. There he is again, see? Right here he has 24 durability, so that would be fine for Ironhawk. But if he had replaced, like, I don't know, maybe Captain McCall, but especially the Mythic, if there is a Mythic, he would have like 26, and it's annoying because he ends up having 1 HP left. Then you gotta find a Skull, or you gotta get your Dust Devil all the way back up, or your Greed. So, it's just to be more consistent. Do Rowan. Might as well level up Elementalist. Now I can go to any kingdom, so I should probably go do that. See, it's every We just had... And they better not be, like, instead of gnomes. That's everybody's biggest fear whenever this happens. And it happens every single time. Just like degraded server performance. It's always happening when there's a vault event. But it always happens always, so I guess, you know. You can't say it's just during vault events, because it's always. But if there's a vault event, there's degraded server performance. Like, that's 1 + 1 = 2. Always. But Battle Crashers, why they gotta do that? Valentine's Day. That's next week, dude. You know? It's not even this week. Why do they do this? Why? When's Valentine's Day? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't have a calendar, so I gotta count. Valentine's Day is next Monday. It's not even this week. So, conspiracy theory. Put on your tinfoil hats. Why are they doing a Battle Crasher this week? Somebody will have an answer. They always do. But here's the question. Ready? We have a Battle Crasher for Valentine's Day. This week. The Vault event is this week. Valentine's Day is next week. Why? That's weird. Is it like Australia have a different date for Valentine's Day or something? That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe Australia has Valentine's Day on a different day. What do you think? Why? Why do we have a Battle Crasher this week? The pet's not till next week, right? The Valentine's Day pet? We had MiniMi. MiniMi. And you only get souls from the Battle Crasher. That's stupid. If it was gold, it'd be okay, but it's souls. I don't want souls. So, D-Rock says, I'm here, you breaking down movie plots. You're here for that. Do Jurassic Park? Okay. Beg says, you can't tell me the Battle Crasher is not replacing gnomes. It irks me. Here's the argument. It's not Valentine's Day week. Why? They just want to annoy us on a vault event. It's already degraded server performance, a bunch of loading and bullcrap, so you can't go hard. They're putting the limiter on us like we're NASCAR racers. And then they throw a Battle Crasher in on the wrong week, too, just to make it more annoying. It's not Valentine's Day this week. It's next week. Has anybody said that yet? It's like... Has nobody said that yet? I've heard people say the pet is not on Valentine's Day. It's next week on Wednesday, which is 2 days after Valentine's Day, right? Have you heard anybody say, why is the Battle Crasher this week? It's kind of weird. They're okay with doing the pet 2 days late. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up. When's Valentine's Day in Australia? Jurassic Park was, let's see. Jurassic Park, they go to like a theme park, right? And then the dinosaurs get out. And then the raptors. And then the fat guy. And then the fat guy dies, and it's kind of funny. And the T-Rex, like, breaks the fence down. And then the people are running. They gotta be quiet because of the raptors. And then, the guy, Jeff Goldblum. And, what else happens? I don't know. Not like the biggest Jurassic Park. They're in the Jeep. And then the T-Rex stomps on it, I think. Forget how the end of Jurassic Park goes. Can't remember the end. I know the beginning, though. Go to this place. They're going to do a theme park where you can look at dinosaurs, right? Pretty sure. And then the dinosaurs get out while they're there, and they have to, like, survive. I think, like, somebody lets them out or something, like the fat guy. Like, there's some nefarious backdoor business, you know? I just remember the raptor part. and the T-Rex, and the fat guy, and Jeff Goldblum. That's mainly. Well, some other movies. Bear says because by then the actual day is over and they're technically a day ahead of the rest of the world. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Maybe theirs is on Sunday. Because they're a day ahead. But still, if you think about it, Sunday is the start of next week, like, really. Isn't, like, some people do, like, Sunday to Saturday? Monday's not the start of the week, Sunday is. Like, if you look at a calendar, Sunday's the first day. So even if that's the case, even if their Valentine's Day is on Sunday, I know it's their, like, their week is different, like Sunday's the last day in their week, but still an argument you can make. Because Valentine's Day is technically not this week. It's next week. And then they were fine with having the pet on Wednesday, but they, nope, we can't, gotta have the Battle Crasher. It's a vault event. Maybe it's because of Guild Wars, that's probably why. That's the answer. I just talked my way through it. Y'all. It's because of Guild Wars. I just answered my own question. They don't want Battle Crashers popping up in Guild Wars, you know? That's probably why. But it's just like suspicious that it's always on a vault event. It's not even anything good. It's 50 souls. There he is again, though. Jerk. Seen him 3 times and like 0 gnomes. 150 souls, baby. Dino DNA. Oh, yeah. T Happy 0129. How's it going? That's why I do these Gems of War After Dark. So I'm hoping to get, you know, the core here, of course, but a couple new people maybe that can't watch during the morning ones. Because usually we do 10 a.m. EST, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We try. I didn't do it today, but tonight we are. DC says it was Newman's fault. Yeah. It was because of Newman from Seinfeld, right? Doc Navy says nobody cares. That's cool. Beg for Mercy says Newman. Chat says Wayne Knight. You know, I see like 20 people that care, so no spoilers, dude. I shouldn't be telling y'all the exact plots for these movies. These old movies from the 90s. He lost a lot of weight over the years. Huh, I haven't seen him. Our Monday reset is their Tuesday reset. Says Bear. Beg says I got a cursed gnome. How's the tooth? It's alright. It was nothing, you know. Uneventful was probably the word. Hey, I got a gnome. Who cares? Beg says, T Happy says, long time watcher, usually don't have Fridays off, so... Oh, is that the quote? I was waiting, Doc. I always give people a chance, you know? You were just quoting something, my bad. What up, Doc? How's it going, man? See how I didn't jump down your throat too quick? I was just kind of being sarcastic. ST Body is here. Scotty from Louisville. Love your channel. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to Louisville. You can find me, St. Louis. Actually, that's not the same place. Louisville is like Kentucky, right? That's the quote. Beg says Reacher series on Amazon is good. Rich says, well, I made it without a noti. Yeah, that's stupid notifications. Here's the thing, y'all. Go follow me on Twitter. I'm going to correct this notification BS. I'm going to start posting on Twitter like when I'm about to go live. You can follow me. I don't know. Don't do it right now because then you'd have to leave the stream. But in my banner, if you go to my channel, if you remember, if you're not following me on Twitter yet, and I don't post there that much, so it would be just for this pretty much. Like, all I do is post that I put a video out. That's like 99% of the stuff I post on Twitter is just like, hey, here's the video that I just posted. But like if you go to my channel, you go on the banner, it's the little Tweety bird in the little right hand bottom corner. You can just click on that and you can follow me on Twitter. And that way you don't have to rely on YouTube to give you a notification. I'll just I'll post it on there. Like somebody said to do it on Discord too, which is probably the next step after that. We'll do Twitter first, then we'll do Discord. Once we get more people on Discord, because right now we only have like 7. Because of me, like I could have more if I actually went on there. Say the magic YouTube phrases. Gems of War. Knockers of War. Gems of War. Female channels. Gems of War. Vault event. Gems of War best team. Gems of War beginner guide. Gems of War 2022. What else? Gems of War mythic. Gems of War soul farming. There you go. Thank you. That always helps. It's for the closed captions. Somebody said that one time, and I thought, that makes sense. YouTube knows what you're talking about in your videos because of the closed captions. So they pull from the closed captions to, like, decide what the video is about, you know? So if I just sit here and talk about Back to the Future and Ghostbusters, then nobody's gonna watch for Gems of War. I just gotta say Gems of War like 50,000 times. Gems of War. Closed captions. Gems of War. Usually we talk about different things than Gems of War, so that's probably why YouTube says, what the heck is this? Doc says, great, watch you all the time, make my guildies watch you. Appreciate that. Like, force their eyeballs open, like, I don't know, like Saw. Let's do Saw now. Alright, so, 2 dudes. Now, spoiler alert, right? I'm gonna do a very rough outline, cliff notes of Saw for you. 2 dudes wake up in a room. They're both chained to stuff. One guy, like his leg is chained, he's a doctor, and the other guy, he's chained to like a bathtub, and I don't know. And then they're like, how do we get out, dude? And there's like a saw, and they might have to saw their leg off to get out of there. And there's a body in the room, right? But don't pay too much attention to that body. It's not anything. Don't worry about it. It's just a dead body laying there. It's not really a guy that's going to stand up at the end. Don't worry about it. And there's like a pack of cigarettes, and like they're telling the one guy to kill the other guy. There's other stuff going on too, right? Like while that's happening, doesn't somebody like go to the doctor's house and like kidnap his wife? And then they call him on the phone. And the other guy, I don't know the other guy, he's something. I forget why they get, one guy's a doctor, and has something to do with John having cancer or something, I can't remember. And then the other guy's like I don't know, like it's like a sneaky guy that takes pictures or something, I can't remember. And then, I don't know, I forget how they get out. I think he cuts his leg off, and then then the guy stands up. And the cops are like looking, like the cops. I haven't watched that one in a while. I remember the other one, some of the other ones. The lady dives in the needles. And they have like this gas that's making them weaker as and they're all like bad people. Except for like the kid. The kid's actually the policeman's son. What's the name of that trap where it rips out her ribs? That was kind of cool. The Angel of Death or something. Hey Angela, how's it going? Shaq and Dr. Phil. Love the late stream, says Dwight. Pizza time, baby. Gotta love the algorithm, says T Happy. Imperial says I read it on your community page. Nice, that's what I'm trying. So here's the order of operation. Like I tell you guys in videos, like days before. I even put out 2 videos today, like, and I talked about the live stream in those videos. Like, I was really trying to promote this one. And then I'll leave a community tab message, like an hour before, and then right before, like 2 of them. Then I went to Twitter and I posted, hey, I'm going live soon. Then YouTube's supposed to tell you when I go live, but they haven't been doing that. Multiple people said they haven't been getting notifications. I know that's like a story from Jesus time that every YouTuber says. People don't get notifications. It's like BC. But it's happening because people I trust are saying it. Like Robert and Pamela. People like that, you know? You guys know they're trustworthy, so they're not just saying, hey, I didn't get the notification, so that's my excuse. They're people that we trust, and we know that that's the real reason. If it's just some random person saying, I didn't get a notification, I might be like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just forgot to come. That's people we trust. I don't know what Reacher is. Reacher series. Isn't Reacher a movie? What's the one where the guy can teleport? Jumper? That kinda wasn't that as good as it could have been. He jumps on like a... I don't even remember. I only watched that movie like once. Jumanji. Let me catch up in the chat. I need a cursed gnome, dude. I've only seen 1 cursed gnome and it gave me 1 rune. That was annoying. Kinda like Battle Crashers. Oh yeah, let's do a Nomopalooza soon. Hold on. Bear says one thing you never did the dentist is get a root canal. The worst thing you can do and your option is remove a root canal. Go with remove. I got the notification. I give the bell rung. Make sure you ring the bell to get all notifications. Yeah. Pizza time. Dwight loves the late stream. DC says Shaq and Dr. Phil. Glorfindel, you're killing me, man. Set my alarm for 4:30 a.m. Where's me freaking Xbox controller? Where's the coffee? What's going on, Mike D? How's it going, man? How are you today? I was looking at the comments earlier and I saw people I haven't seen in a while, and I was like, whoa. I haven't seen Bread Toast in a while. There was somebody else too. Oh, Koala. Remember Koala? Dr. Shrimp Puerto Rico? He was like the man at like keeping the chat going. He would ask questions and like keep me talking. That's like a thing. It's hard to like just keep going. If there's people in the chat like that helping you out, like that's the best part. It's like this is our live stream, right? Me and you, not just me. So you guys, you 50% of the help. I'll do 50%, and we make it fun. If I do 100%, it's gonna be boring. So you guys do half, I'll do half, and it's more fun. So otherwise, you're just gonna sit here and watch me play this game over and over, doing the same thing over and over. Don't think too hard about it, because I'm just doing the same thing over and over here. Tango and Cash, I gotta do that. I think I see Angela with the 10. Thank you so much. I gotta go. Let's give Angela 2 points. $10 is worth 2 MVS points. Most valuable center. If you're new here, it's some fun little game we do every month where I give people points for donations, answering questions, commenting a lot, like helping me out. You know, sometimes like people give me guild gifts or I'll ask a weird question like whether you like Pepsi or Coke or something, and the end of a pre-recorded video, if you listen to the whole thing, then you hear the question and you answer it in the comments and you get a point, yada yada, stuff like that. And if you win, you get to be a moderator, you get to be the apple of my eye, you get a team named after you, a pet named after you, and a pinned comment like you see right now. It says DC and Fiona, because guess what? They won last month. It was a tie. DC United's gone back to back to back too, by the way. He's like Shaquille O'Neal and Dr. Phil. Thank you again, Wrecked. Angela, appreciate you. She says, unfortunately I have to be up in less than 6 hours, so stopping in to say hi now and going to bed. I'll do a rewatch later. Appreciate you. Hope you get a great night's sleep and have sweet dreams, you know? Maybe you'll get rich in your dreams and like buy a Lamborghini. That'd be a cool dream, you know? Tango and Cash, let's do it. I don't remember, dude. Tango and Cash is like one of my favorite movies. Let's see if I can... Alright, so we got Sylvester Stallone, right? And, dude, is it Antonio? Antonio Banderas? Tango and Cash. Or is it, no. Dude, I'm getting it mixed up now already. It's Kurt Russell? Who's the two guys? I know it's Sylvester Stallone. I think... Kurt Russell, yeah. So I'm mixing it up with like Assassins and Desperado or something. So Tango and Cash, Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone. They're both cops, I think. Then they get framed and they have to go to jail. Is that right? Tango and Cash? Pretty sure they get framed and they have to go to jail. And then I remember them escaping jail. Like they slide with their shirts and pants on this line. I haven't watched that in so long. I think I'm saying the right movie. They're cops. One guy, he like wears glasses. He's like a... The other one's like the rebel cop, and the one's like a glasses and suspenders cop. And then they like get framed, and they have to go to jail. Then they escape jail, and they like slide on this line and stuff. And then they go to like one of their houses, and like one of them sleeping with the other one's sister or something. That's like all I remember. There's like a big old shootout at the end, I think. They talk to their boss and like, we didn't really do this thing. We got framed. We got set up. I think they end up clearing their name. But I think there's corruption in the police department, maybe. That's usually what happens. I'm just trying to guess now. Something like that. I know it's Sylvester and Kurt. They're cops. They get framed. They go to jail. They escape jail. They try to clear their name. They don't, like, love each other, but they work together, kind of. The one guy's sleeping with the other guy's sister or something. And then, like, they're trying to clear their name. Like, we didn't really do this. That was a good movie. Mike D. Beg says, for me it was first item in my home area. Rich says, just a reminder, please hit like and subscribe and turn notifications to all, and feel free to join the choir. Yeah. Do that stuff. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff, you know? Ooh, I got a level. Elementalist. Dwight says, what's the longest stream you have ever done? 6 hours and like 17 minutes. It was the chat-a-thon. And I might be slightly off on the minutes. I can't remember exactly. We do a chat-a-thon every other month, and that's the goal, to beat my record every other month. And like it's like a subathon on the other place. First hour's free, but like after that, it's like $5 for every 15 minutes, and it's thanks to you guys. Your longest stream. It's not my longest stream. Your guys' longest stream was 6 hours and I think 17 or 19 minutes, something like that. And every other month we do that, and we try to beat our record every other month. Then on the off months, when it's not a chat-a-thon month, we do this. Gems of War After Dark. And it's supposed to be kind of similar, but it's not, you know. I just go with the vibes, go with the flow. We'll see what happens. We'll see how long we go. Who knows? Usually numbers are the key to my heart. So if we have a lot of viewers, I would keep going. If we're having fun, I'll keep going. Lots of chat. Or lots of donations. Like lots of something. I'll keep going, of course. Even if it's just lots of chat and we're having fun, of course. Or lots of viewers, you know? Doesn't have to be money. But definitely helps. Anyway, but yeah, 6 hours and something. Doc says I got the notification when you went live on my phone, but not on my laptop. Maybe that's the ticket. That's the ticket. Maybe you, maybe on your phone, see if it works. If it doesn't work on your laptop. For the people that say it's not working. Also, follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to start doing that. It may be sporadic at first, like, I gotta get the habit going. I think I did it tonight. But I only have, like, I don't even know. I probably have, like, 50 followers. I don't have that many followers on Twitter. Because I don't ever tell anybody to follow. Till right now. Maybe I'll start saying more stuff on there if more people follow, too. Right now it's just pretty much notifications. Beg says it's a great book. Tom Cruise made a movie, but he is too small to play the part. Bear says don't just subscribe, make sure you ring the bell for notifications. T Happy says Jack Reacher featuring Tom Cruise. That's it. Reached was a movie with Tom Cruise, but they've rebooted it as a series on Amazon. Angela says, LOL, okay, good night. Had to hopefully start a train. Thank you. That does help sometimes. Even $1 helps sometimes. Angela's the conductor, but she's about to go asleep at the wheel and wreck everybody into the side of a bridge. Ring that train bell, Angela. She's the conductor on the poop train. Pizza Time says, replace Biel with Penguin on my Biel team. Works great, maybe better. Deals triple damage when 13 blue and summons an ice storm. There you go. Good idea. Penguin, once again, not the first thing I would think of, but I think it's better than Biel, so I think you're on the right track there. I mean, an all-blue team for Guild Wars, sometimes they're weird. But I think Penguin is definitely a good upgrade to Biel. I've heard of Penguin, you know? I've never heard of Biel. As far as being on a team, at least. Toot toot. Gary Goodale's here. Thanks for the late night stream. No problem. Thanks for being here. I wouldn't do it without y'all. I'm not gonna sit here talking to myself all night, that's for sure. Doc Navy says Kurt Russell. Everybody says I got it. Pizza Time, don't play much World Event, but never have trouble making a team for it. Doc Navy says Posh Cop and White Trash Cop. Mike D, what you know about Big Trouble in Little China? Oh my gosh, I was afraid you were gonna ask about that one, because I can't really remember. Kurt Russell was like wasn't he a truck driver? And then I don't know, man. That one's hard. I've seen that less than Tango and Cash. Not that I don't like it, I do like Big Trouble in Little China, but I've only seen it a couple times, like, way too long ago. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Terry Hatcher is pole dancer sister of Kurt. Bear says, hey, Dwight, things can change between now and then, so let's wait and see until the week for full details. What are we talking about there? What did Dwight say? The new mythic for next month looks horrible. Aries might be the worst mythic in months. Oh my gosh. I don't look ahead until it's spoiler Sunday. But you got me curious now. Oh, the monster SUV with the miniguns. Oh yeah, the guy like makes him all these cool weapons. He's like a nerd because he's got glasses on, you know. He's like an old nerd guy because he's got glasses, and that makes you a nerd for some reason. But He makes them that SUV. That was sick. I remember that. And they attack that base. Yeah, that was like the best part. 6 hours, 19 minutes, 59 seconds, says DC. He found it. That's the longest live stream ever. Traveling Hider says, first time watcher, any tips to get a leprechaun? Leprechaun. Hold on and I'll click on it if it lets me. He is an ultra rare from Bright Forest. So, most of the time you're going to get Leprechaun just from opening keys, because in the beginning of the game you're just going to open all your keys. You don't really save them until you're like level, I don't know, 500 or something. You might start saving them, but Leprechaun usually you get from just random glory keys or random gem keys, like at the beginning of the game when you're like just opening them because you need every single troop in the game, so you're just opening all your keys. Guild seal keys, whatever. But if you just have really terrible luck, which sometimes does happen, you wait for a Bright Forest week, you save your event keys, and then you use your event keys when it's the Bright Forest week, and you'll get them like within a couple keys, because he's low rarity, and it's a smaller drop table with just Bright Forest troops in it. The only other way, really, is look at the summoning stones. Look at the green or the purple summoning stone. And he might be in there. I don't know if ultra rares are in there. I think they are, maybe. The Centuragon was in there. Isn't he brown, red? I think he's like at least ultra rare, right? So, yeah, that's really the only ways. So at the beginning of the game, you open keys because you're a beginner and you're opening all your keys because you don't have any troops and there's no reason to save them because you need every single troop in the game. That's when you'll get Leprechaun. I think it's got to be Glory or Gem keys, though, because Gold keys only give you commons and rares, right? So it has to be a Glory key, or a Gem key, or a Guild Seal key. And then, other than that, Bright Forest Week, event keys, that'll get it real quick. But event keys are harder to get. It's got to be a Bright Forest week. Like right now, it's a Suncrest week, just for reference. And but other than those two things, like summoning stones, check those for green and purple in the Soul Forge. And he's probably one you would definitely want to get, because normally with summoning stones you don't want to do it because it uses jewels, and jewels are used for like Imperials and weapons and stuff like that. And you don't want to use jewels on just every single random troop in the summoning stones. But like a Leprechaun would be worth it in there. Yeah, that's pretty much the ways. That's about it. I need to make a video on that, something like that, like how to get mythics or something. I think some people would get value from that. Somebody said do a video on medals and what they're used for, like hey, use Medals of Guard for Rowan, and use Medals of Nisha for Phoenicia, and use, I don't know, Medals of Life for Greed. I don't know. Attack. Use Seasons for High King Iron Gut. Like, that'd be I think that'd be okay video. That was a good idea. Happy says I don't do any social media and I knew via my phone. Yeah, I don't really want to either, but this channel. Yeah, welcome, Traveling Hiders. Let me see if I can catch up in the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. Happy says, isn't Leprechaun a quest card? Been so long. I don't think so, because a lot of people miss it. And Bright Forest, what do you get from Bright Forest? It's not Leprechaun, I don't think. Like Rowan you get from doing the quest in Forest of Thorns. I think it's something else in Bright Forest. I wish it was Leprechaun. David said, hey, just got home. Glad you are still streaming. Just watched Big Trouble a few days ago. That's awesome. You're awesomer than me. I haven't watched anything cool. Mike D says, old Jack Burton on the Pork Chop Express. There's, yeah, Raiden. Roman B says, you talking about Tango and Cash made me look for it to watch again. I have it on DVD. Nice. I wish I did. Pizza Time says, I was wrong. Battle Crasher is making it a pain to get gnomes, and Battle Crasher only gets 50 souls with nothing for us pro play. I know, man. That's what I was saying. Did you get the Fountain of Stars Mythic? No, it's like a pay-to-win Mythic, and I'm waiting for the right week. I don't think, you know... I need it to be... I think it's Bright Forest too, right? Fountain of Stars. I only need 5 troops. And they're all pay to win. Except for Drenza, which is semi-pay to win. Stupid Battle Crasher, bro. The Devil. That's a movie. So there's this dude. And, he loves water. And, he lives in, like, Louisiana, I think. And his mama thinks foosball is the devil. And, like, he goes to foosball. And he's, like, the water boy. And that's not the name of the movie. Because he likes water so much. But then one time he, like, gets on the field and he actually does, like, really good. He, like, tackles somebody or something. So then, I think they need somebody one game, and like he fills in, and he like destroys people. So then he gets on the team, and Vicky Valancourt wants to be like, you know, Vicky Valancourt. And he like destroys people. He does like a power bomb to some people. He's like knocking their helmets off. He destroys the kicker. It's Abdullah Ablangata. And then his mama finds out that he's playing foosball. And he's not allowed to play anymore, but then he keeps playing anyway. And Vicky Valancourt says, play football and screw your, you know, screw mama. And then they win the Super Bowl. Bear says you get that pompous looking prince for Bright Forest completion. Yeah, it's not Leprechaun, unfortunately. David says you need to watch Vox Machina. Reminds me of a dysfunctional EverQuest team. Ooh, I need to watch that then. I've never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I'll write that on my board for you. Or for me, actually. Vox. It sounds like a space movie. I don't like space movies. Don't hate me, y'all. I just don't like space movies. Sometimes. I like aliens. I like Gravity or whatever it's called. I'm trying to think of space movies I like. Because I'm not a big space movie guy. That Gravity movie was good. With Sandra Bullock. And then Aliens. Mostly the video game though. I'm not... Like the movie's good, but I like that Aliens video game where you have to sneak around. That came out. It was like the newest one, I think. Nah, there was a newer one recently, but before that. The sneaky around one where it comes out of the vent. That was awesome. That game. But otherwise, like, I'm not Star Trek or Star Wars, man. Or Alien Man. We've talked about this before. I'm Ghost Man, not Alien Man. You're either Ghost Man or Alien Man. You gotta be one of the two. You either like ghost movies or you like alien movies. There's two different people. You're ghost or alien. You're not allowed to be both. And then we talked about ghost aliens. I remember that. So yeah. You don't like Star Wars and Star Trek? I mean, I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I like Star Wars more than Star Trek, I guess, if I had to pick. I was just never into it. I was watching Tango and Cash while you were watching Star Wars, you know? I was watching Dirt Bike Kid. Dirt Bike Kid, let's do that one. Have you guys ever seen that movie? It's kind of an obscure... It's like a movie my grandpa had when I... Yeah. Dirt Bike Kid. There's this kid, and he's like riding a bike, right? And then he goes to the dirt bike races. And there's this other kid. And they're he's watching the other kid race, right? Because the other kid's like... It's an actual, like, league or something, and it's... So they're racing and stuff. The kid, like, gets mad because the bike's crappy and he can't win. He keeps wrecking. So he gets mad at his bike and he, like, throws it on the ground, starts kicking it, beating the crap out of it because he hates it. So he's not winning. He's a sore loser. So the other kid walks up. He's like, stop doing that. And he, like, saves the bike. The other kid's like, I'll sell it to you for 50 bucks or something. I think the other kid buys it or something. So now he's got the crappy bike that's like all wrecked because the other kid was kicking it and like leg dropping it and doing elbow drops off the top rope on it. So then the kid with the glasses gets it. And he's been in other movies too. I forget who he is, but he's the blonde-haired kid with the glasses, you know? That kid. And he gets the bike and he takes it home. He like fixes it up and stuff. And he finds out the bike's like alive, right? It has a mind of its own. So he's like riding it and it decides to go this way or that way when he don't want it to. And I can't remember the rest. I think he ends up racing it or something and he like wins. He saves the day. The end. It's like E.T. kinda. I don't know. I think he flies in the moon with the bike. Robots. Robots. Starship Troopers. I need to watch that. I've only seen it like once. Don't talk about my mama, foosball, a bunch of overgrown mongrels manhandling each other. Slapping each other's butts in the locker room. Dude, Beg has Tango and Cash on VHS tape. Doc says should discuss movies that are sorta meh but suddenly became awesome when you drink like Starship Troopers. I don't know, I can't remember anything like that. I'm sure there are some, of course. I just remember drinking and trying to play video games and I would always suck. And I'm like, why did I do that? I'd get on like an MMO while I'm drunk. And just die a bunch of times because I think I'm awesome. You always think you're awesome when you're drinking. And then you suck. And you just die. And then you get mad and just quit. You gotta do the other thing for if you're gonna play a game. Like movies, if you're gonna play a game though, you gotta do the other thing or else you're just gonna die and suck. What's the other thing? You guys ever seen the movie Friday? No, I'm just kidding. Bag says I did the Battle Crasher for sure to screw 2 Ironhawk teams. It keeps leaving 1 life. I told you. That's why I'm doing Rowan. That's why I'm doing this. Foosball. Don't talk about my mama. David says Starship Troopers. Foosballs for the devil. Water sucks. It really sucks. Gatorade H2O. Gatorade H2O. Vox Machina is pretty awesome. Is that how you say it? Vox Machina? Macarena? Bear says you don't like Star Wars and Star Trek. It's not like I don't like it. I just don't... I don't know. Honestly, never sat down and watched. You know. I've seen some of it. I think Star Trek always like turned it on in the middle of a show, and then I like started watching it a little bit, and then I'd turn it off. No, it would come on, and like I'd just watch a little bit of it, and then I'd turn it off, and I never like watched the whole thing. In Star Wars, I've seen like one of them, and then I never watched the other ones. I know there's lightsabers, and there's Chewbacca, and there's robots, there's R2-D2. I know a little bit about it. Darth Vader. I am not your father. Princess Leia. I'm not like ignorant about it, but I haven't watched all the movies. I used to like playing the game. Like I like Rogues. I forget. We talked about this before too. It was like N64, the one where you wrap your cable around their legs. We already talked about that. I like that game. We probably talked about this whole thing before. David says it's medieval fantasy on Amazon Prime. That sounds good. Beg says Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, classic. David said not a big fan of most space movies either. I think both are incredibly overrated. Beg says The Marshal was good. Poop potatoes. Robots. What's a good robot movie? Short Circuit. Johnny 5 is alive. What about Will Smith? Wasn't he a robot? Thinking of Transformers. Is that considered a robot? Robots. Robots. I don't know. Not a big robot either. I like Will Smith though. That movie was okay. RoboCop, that was cool. RoboCop. He's like half a robot. Terminator, isn't he a robot? Is Terminator a robot? I like robots. I think I do like robots, dude. If Terminator's a robot, then I like robots. But I don't like Transformers and I don't know. But I like Terminator. I think he's a robot. A liquid robot? Is that still a robot if it's a liquid robot? Alien Isolation, that's it. Came out 2014 and Alien Fireteam. Yeah. That's the two I was thinking of. Mike D says I like Sasquatch. Squatching for life, bruh. Like Bigfoot. Does Bigfoot exist? I'm not sure. I've never seen Bigfoot. But I've never seen air, and I breathe it. I've never seen space. I can look at the sky, though. I can't look at Bigfoot. And he's big. His name is Bigfoot, and you still can't find him, even though his name is Big. David says, I prefer magic and dragons as opposed to lightsabers and spaceships. Yeah, that's me too. That's me too. I think that's what I was doing. When y'all was watching Star Wars and Star Trek, I was probably like reading a fantasy book or playing an MMO or doing some dragons and dungeons. Ralphie from Christmas Story, yeah! How'd you know that? Ralphie from Christmas Story is the dirt bike kid. If you've never seen it, just picture that guy. He rides a dirt bike and he like ETs into the moon with it. I want to cast magic missile, says Pizza Time. Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story, aka Ralphie. Yeah. No problem, traveling hiders. Any questions you got, man? I'm your dude. Comments or live chats or live streams. If you ever leave a comment, try to do it on the newest video on the first day, though. That's like a secret hack to getting your comment answered quickly. And if you leave a comment on a super old video, like in the middle of the night, then I might not see it. Or if you leave a comment on like the Monday video, but you leave it on like Thursday. I'm on Thursday, you know? Probably. I try though. I go to the comments. There's a section called comments in my like YouTube studio, and I try to click on it at least once a week. And like, so sometimes you'll get an answer to like you'll leave a comment, and then 2 weeks later I'll respond. That's because I finally got down to it in my YouTube studio. I do the newest ones first and go down, and then I should probably do the oldest ones first. But then I don't know. Like, if somebody asks a question and they need it answered quickly, I try to do the newest ones first, so I'm helping people. Like, probably wouldn't help people if I answered questions from 2 years ago and then came forward. Which there probably isn't any from 2 years ago, I'm exaggerating, but... Later, bro, later. See ya, happy. Left a like, gotta go, no problem, man. It's getting late, I understand. Beg says, I like Black Hawk Down, 13 hours of Benghazi saving Ryan's privates. Black Hawk Down. Isn't that a helicopter and like it crashes in the middle of enemy territory? Saving Private Ryan. They gotta find this guy, because he's like the last brother alive out of like this whole family, so they don't want him to die. They told him he can go home. Then he ends up like fighting with them anyway, I think. Saving Private Ryan, I've seen Saving Private Ryan like once or twice, but I remember a little bit of it. Black Hawk Down, I've probably seen Saving Private Ryan like twice, and I've seen Black Hawk Down like once, so. Those kind of movies are cool though, I like those kinds. Like war, but with the story. Heck, I was watching the History Channel on YouTube the other day, just watching like the Revolutionary War, you know? I don't know why. It's interesting. They make it interesting on YouTube. Mike D says, Roadhouse, my guy, so many bad ace one-liners and cheesy scenes. Yeah. Machina? Okay, I'm saying it wrong. Machina. Vox Machina. So Bear likes Star Wars more than Star Trek. DC says taking down the AT-AT. Yeah. Transformers, Terminator. David says random movie trivia. Speaking of robots, the same guy who wrote RoboCop 2 also wrote Sin City. Oh, really? I know his name, and I forget it. Somebody already said it, but I'm trying to think of it myself. Sin City. Oh my gosh, I know the name. Can't think of it. That's crazy though. He wrote RoboCop. Transformers movies are robot movies. I know, but it's Terminator. David said only good Transformer movie is the animated one from the 80s. Hey, I think I'm on you. I think I'm David. I'm David. Aliens 2 equals rocks, says Beg. Traveling Hider says Star Wars is a space movie. Okay. Making sure. Mike D says Aliens is just... No Aliens 2, because the first is just Alien. Then after Aliens came the numbers. Oh, yeah. It's Alien, and then Aliens. I didn't even know that, because I'm not like... I don't have the poster on my wall or anything. I thought it was kind of cool. Sigourney Weaver, is that her name? Beg says, I grew up in the 80s. Stallone, Arnold, Van Damme, hair bands, music. Yeah, I feel ya. David says, did you see the movie Van Damme where he plays himself and gets taken hostage by some armed robbers? No. That's funny, though. Do you see the one where the cook is on the battleship and then there's a stripper and then the cake and then like he's a cook but he's actually like he used to be in the Navy, I think. And then like the Navy guys like they're actually evil and they try to take over the ship. Then like the cook is actually like he knows karate. So then he starts karateing everybody on the ship. And then the stripper and then he helps the stripper do karate. That was a good movie. I think it was called Karate Ship or something. Under Karate. Or no, what's the martial art that Steven Seagal does? It's not karate. Karate's a funny word. And I'm not even high. Mike D says blood sport and kickboxer. Hells yeah. Doc says saving Ryan's privates. Yeah, that's funny. Frank Miller. Yeah, that's it. Sigourney Weaver and Mech was classic. Under Siege was awesome. Steven Seagal. Yeah. Yep. Aikido. Yeah. It's called Aikido ship. Under Aikido. That's where you use their momentum against them. That's kind of how I, whenever I get in a scuffle, it's kind of how I go. I do some Aikido. I'm not even lying. Use their momentum against them. Should do that. Works. They throw a punch, and you just move to the side, and you like help them towards the way they were going a little bit, kind of trip them. They're trying to punch your face off, right? They throw the hardest punch in the world, and you just like slightly move so it doesn't hit you, and then you help them go the way they're going, and you kind of stick your foot out. And then they feel really stupid and they fall on the ground. And they get up and they want to punch you even harder, and you just do it again because they're dumb. Eventually you like throw them off a bridge or something, And they fall in the water. And they're okay, they don't die. Under Siege had Tommy Lee Jones, a great villain. Traveling Hiders says, loved Starship Troopers back in this day. Now Edge of Tomorrow fills that sci-fi void. Alright, Mike D. Oh, I see, it's a quote. I know Roadhouse, and I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't seen it. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it, It's kind of like Star Trek and Star Wars. That one I am embarrassed of. I'm not as embarrassed about Star Trek, right? I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know much about Roadhouse. I know it, but I don't know it. Kind of like Star Trek. It's like Zelda. Like the game I never played on NES. It's like Roadhouse. Die Hard, dude. Die Hard was the best. That's like my favorite movie, probably. It's not my favorite movie, but it's that good that I said that, So there's like this party, right? It's in like this building. And it's Christmas. And like the wife and the husband, they're kind of like separated, and they might get a divorce and stuff. I think, right? Is that number one? And like the boss is kind of like there's this guy that's doing coke, He's like a jerk. That guy's cool though. Except for that part, you know. He's got the beard. Then these people come in, they're like terrorists, and they take over the building. But John, he was like in the bathroom or something when they took over the building. But the wife is out there, and they're taking people hostage. They're threatening them with guns. They want the money in the safe, right? So they're like threatening the boss man and trying to get the code to the safe or something. But then they just go and they like try to drill it. They're drilling it or something, and they just kill the boss. And they like start taking hostages. They're threatening to kill him. Like John's like, man, they're gonna kill my wife. I better figure this stuff out. He figures it out like that something's going on. Then he takes off his shoes and he runs through glass and he shoots a machine gun. Then he calls a cop, and it's Mr. Winslow from Steve Urkel. And he's eating Twinkies, and he drives his car off the side of a hill. And then there's this like guy in this limo, and he's in the garage, and he keeps trying to get out, but he can't. But Carl Winslow tells John what to do. He gives him moral support. Then like they realize that something's going on because they like their guys keep dying. Then he doesn't want him to know that he's German, so he speaks English, and then he figures it out that he's trying to act like he's not the terrorist guy. They meet up. They don't know each other. He thinks he's like one of the good guys. Then he does the elevator part where he kills his brother. I forget what does he say? Yippee-ki-yay? Says yippee-ki-yay. And then it's like all a diversion, I think. They're like on the roof. And they really wanted to do, I don't know what I forget what like the whole thing. They're like acting like they're terrorists, but they're really just trying to steal money or something. And they figure out that it's his wife. Because the stupid guy with the beard with the cocaine, he tells on her or something. And then Carl Winslow, he says, did I do that? And they shoot a machine gun. The cops come. But they wanted the cops to come, I think. And then they try to kill the cops. Carl Winslow backs up and he like wrecks his car. And he's crawling through the vents with the lighter. That's a good movie. And he's like swinging out the window on a rope, and he like busts through the glass with bare feet. That was cool. That was one of the best parts, where he swings out the window and he busts through the glass. Or the elevator. I bet the elevator was kind of good, like the best part, where he kills that guy. And he like, ho ho ho. Yo, Clark, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Clark gave 5. Thank you so much. You get a point, man. Let me find my marker. I was describing Die Hard like perfectly in order without messing up. Clark the Shark has 3 points now. Updated MVS leaderboard. DC United has 6. Chad has 6. They're tied right now. They've both won before. Fiona has 5. She just won last month. That's the top 3. 3 winners. Then, who do we have next? Who has 4? Angela. Trey Bobuff. Sebastian? Sebastian, Trey, and Angela are in 3rd place. The usual suspects, man. Appreciate that. I was talking to somebody earlier. I'm like, man, appreciate your... They're, you know, they do MVS. They do, you know, they're a couple of points every month. Like, it just... And I was like, thank you. You know, you did this. You got, like, this many points every month, and I appreciate it. Like, telling them in the comments. Alright, I'm gonna catch them on chat, and then I'm gonna do a Nomapalooza, because we haven't done that yet. And look, my loading hasn't been too bad, you see? But it is getting late, so I guess I can't take credit for the loading. Let's see how many... Alright, y'all, so I started with 37 vault keys. Like, I never got all of them opened up, so I had 37 when I started. I wrote it on my board next to your names. Next to Vox Machina. Ooh, I got lots of gold. Getting up there with gems. Not bad. Dang, that's all I got? 46? That can't be right. That's only 9. How have I only got 9 vault keys so far? 9 vault keys and 2 epic vault keys. It's that battle crasher, I'm telling you. 9 and 2. I mean, I have my, I might as well just grab these, huh? I got these, so I've gotten 17 and 2 so far. That's crap. Because I played this morning, too. Like, this isn't the only time I've played. I feel like I'm getting crappy vault keys. But I haven't been doing Nomapalooza, so that's probably why. So we should probably do that. That's why. Plus the loading and the battle crashers. Like, I'm gonna blame it on that, but... I haven't been doing the... Ooh, I got 8 now. That's nice. So I like that. Alright, so... I gave Clark a point. David Canberra, welcome to a shout out to my set. Thank you so much, bro. That's tier 1. Appreciate that. Now he gets a shout out, which I owe Hector a shout out still. If you're out there, Hector, sorry man. I've been doing live streams, so I like to do the shout outs and pre-recorded videos, not live streams. So I'm gonna get Hector, and then I'll get David, and you also get a point for becoming a member. David. Are you on here yet, David? I swear you should be, but guess not. Now you are, though. That's all that matters. David has a point. Roman B, thank you so much with the 5. So what has it been? 10, 5, 5, and actually 2, and Roman B gets a point. You now have 2 points. Appreciate you. I forget who I was talking to, though. It was like, I think it was Markio. I was like, because he's got 3 points right now. It's like every single month he's getting like 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like, I realize, I see that, man. I see that. Appreciate it. And that's the whole reason I'm doing it. So people like that who are overlooked and underappreciated, like, I want to give them appreciation. And I'll see it. Like, wow, you've been getting 5 points every month. Like, shout out to you. Anyway, let's catch up and, like, DC United. He's freaking winner every month. He's the man. Alright, let me catch up here. Oh no, did we have a... Is Copy here? I missed it. I was doing Die Hard forever. DC says, okay. Tom and Danielle Elwood, what up? I guess I made it to... You said you just got off work. You were asking before the live stream if you were going to make it. And I was like, I don't know. We'll see. David says, LOL, totally spaced out. Heard they got this guy. Who's John? John isn't he... What? Bruce Willis, isn't his name John in the movie? I thought it was. Mike D says, best man movie ever, Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, I like that. David says, Twinkies. Tom and Danielle, I said the word already, Twinkies and Coke. I'm an idiot for not saying it the second time. Tom and Danielle says, was the cop in the movie? Yeah. Glorfindel says, hey, When you are let back in, leave a like. Yeah. Copy, leave a like, buddy. Tom and Danielle says some of them had blank in some of the guns. Oh, yeah. Does this put me in first? LOL, says Roman B. No. Not this month. I've been slacking, been between jobs. How's he back already? 300 seconds? How long is that? Math. That's like 4 minutes. John McClane, yeah. Yeah, well, how about everybody time him out for 300 seconds and let's see if it adds up. I don't know why I don't just ban this guy. It's kind of fun. He's like my little annoying brother or something. I don't know. That's why I don't ban him. He's like my dingleberry. That's what I call him. He's my dingleberry. Alright, Nomapalooza, let's go. My dingleberry named 312H Christian 33 Gamer. He has like, his name's Copy. His name is like Chris something numbers. He has like 3 accounts. He's the sinner dingleberry. He's not a sinner, I guess, but he is a dingleberry. I would have never guessed that he was describing Die Hard until he started talking about the guy in the limo stuck in the parking garage. That's funny. I know. That's why when I'm describing them, I think it's funny to, like, do it out of order and... I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm funny when I'm not. I crack myself up, you know? It's just like when you're thinking about a movie that you haven't watched in a while and you just, like, certain scenes pop in your head and then you just say, even if they're not in order, you just say them. So, there's this kid, and he's like at the arcade, and he's like stealing money out of an ATM, and then like this weird naked guy, he lands near a bar, and then he like goes in the bar, and he's like, he wants clothes. And the biker guys don't just, like, give them to him. Like, that was stupid, because then he, like, crunches his hand or something, like, beats him up, steals clothes. Now he's wearing biker clothes. Not naked anymore. Then he goes and he finds the ATM kid with the arcade kid. Rides a dirt bike. And he has to protect him. Because his mom and his dad. Then this other guy comes and he's like a cop, but he's not really a cop. And he's trying to kill the kid, but the other guy, the biker guy, is trying to protect him. But the police one is like, he's like the next gen. So he's a little bit more powerful, right? He's got like he's like liquid metal. So then they like fight in the mall. He blows them through a wall. Not that kind of way, though, you know? With a gun. Not like a glory hole. With like a shotgun. Like... Oh, that sounded suspect. Blows them through a wall. It is after dark, so can't blame me here. Anyway... But they realize, like, the gun's not really hurting them that bad. It's just, like, slowing them down. So then they get in a car and they run away. And he's running out. He's, like, fast. He runs fast. And then he, like, changes his arms into knives. And he, like, hangs onto the car. And they're shooting the shotgun at him. Then they get in a semi. And they jump off a bridge. And the other guy... Or no, they're on a motorcycle, and then the other guy jumps off a bridge in a semi. Then they're at this facility with this guy, and he like... And they shoot a machine gun out the window at the cops. The end. They kill the other guy with liquid, like they take him to this place, and they put him in... melts metal. Like a foundry or something. And then he says goodbye, and he says, "Hasta la vista, baby." And he teaches them how to have emotion. Wreck-It Ralph. Yep. How'd you know? Oh, crap. I better play. I was looking at the chat. I could probably play without looking, though. Yo, what up, the gamer? Gemma Jameson. Knockers of War. Instant Success. Clues the video game. Irish84. Hey man, I've been watching a butt ton of your vids lately. Keep up the good work and good luck slaughtering the lil people. Yeah, dude. Are you beg for mercy on another account? Just kidding. Jump in the car, dude. Jump in the car. Don't worry about Beg. He's hanging out the window. But you can get in the back. We're gonna slide. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. Nah, the Last Starfighter. Nope. Hey, what up, 2M0MS? Two moms. Is that it? I just found that out. My brain just worked. I think it says two moms. My brain worked. Terminator 2. Yep, that's it. Not Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is, I'm trying to think. Wreck-It Ralph. I'll say it in a second. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. You can say Wreck-It Ralph if you want. I've seen that a couple of times. Don't they make like a go-kart and they race it? Classic Arnold, great movie. He talks in it for the first time, right? Alright, Rich. Thank you, two moms. Australia. You're from the land of Gems of War. And their weird Valentine's Day Battle Crasher. Mike D said, "I'll knock you out like that camel for saying that." Hold on. Alright, Rich, have sweet dreams, man. Nah, I mean 24, you know? Isn't that, Kiefer Sutherland, right? I know, like, I think I watched, like, the first season. I wasn't a 24 guy. I think somebody was, and, like, they would watch it, and then I would, like, see it. Like my fiance or somebody. I don't know. I think that was like an older one where like might have even been my mom or something. I don't know. Like back in the day. Like I know of it and I've seen like a season. But I'm not watching it on purpose. It was kind of good. It was good. 24. Mike D says, you see the remake of Arnold's son redoing T2 biker bar scene? Crazy awesome. Dude, I haven't seen that. I'm about to look that up too. Sometimes they look just like their parents, you know? Like Ice Cube and his son. They look pretty similar. For example. Craig Biggio and his son, don't they look similar? I don't know. Just naming father-son combos. Imperial. You should have never uttered another word. A minigun, yeah. I said a machine gun just to be funny. I knew it was a minigun. Just like I said karate for Steven Seagal. Sometimes I say the... Like, I think machine gun's funnier than minigun. And karate's funnier than aikido. Bank in 80s, it was about action, over-the-top fun. Plot, whatever, to cleave someone in half equals awesome, yeah. Explosions. What up, Robertson Cherry, a freaking Terminator robot? We were talking about robots and then a bot literally came to the live stream. That always happens. I summoned demons. I just summoned a bot by talking about robots. 'Cause I'm Jean Grey and Cable and Professor X. SUGAR, jump into my racing car, a sugar rush, yeah. She was a glitch, right? Bake says, as a teenager in 80s, the action movies had to have at least 5 kills in the first 5 minutes. Commando, Predator, Rambo. You know, I don't think I've ever seen the first Rambo. I've seen a lot of Rambos. I need to watch that. So that's probably the best one, isn't it? Where he is like... Doesn't he kill cops because he's like a... He's like out in the woods. I don't know, it's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that. I need to watch that. Really bad. It's probably the worst movie I've never seen. I think I've seen parts of it, like I say. Can't believe that. I don't think I've ever seen the first Rambo, dude. Now that I think about it. I've seen all, like, a bunch of the other ones. For some reason. I don't know why. Mike D says, it's his son from Mexican one. He cheated too. He looks hella like his dad, Arnold. Ah, cool. His Mexican... Arnold. The chopper. The chopper. Wasn't he like president or something? We two moms live in Australia, but my wife is from Kentucky near Cincy, so your humor about your redneck... Ah, that's funny. Yeah, that's close to me. Just like somebody said Louisville earlier. Like, Kentucky is just under me to the south. I'm in Cincinnati. Da Natty. The Bengals. Hoo-day, hoo-day. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. I only lived in Kentucky for a year or so. Beautiful landscape, but very different from Australia. A little backward, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Man, I used to think, like... I don't know. I live in Ohio, so... I used to think Kentucky was, like, worse. But... right now, I hate where I live, and I hate everybody around me, so... I can't... I think I was just, like, younger and, like, a child, and I just thought... You know, put on for your city, right? But nowadays, like, I want to get out of here. At least this area. Like, I have nothing against Cincinnati, but where I live, like, it's the foot out the window, the freaking pick 'em up trucks, and 40-year-old Karen women. That's what it is. And it's like, it's both too. It's like that plus shootings, gangs, the other way too. It's like the worst of both. It's not the suburbs. It's kind of the outskirts. Yeah, it is, but anyway. It's the worst of both. First Blood, yeah. A war vet, right? First Blood. I gotta watch that, man. I feel stupid. I've seen Dirt Bike Kid, but I haven't seen Rambo. Kinda dummy. DC says he's a war vet returning home, but the local cops don't like him for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't just like start killing cops for no reason. There's like a reason, right? They draw first blood, right? It's the name of the movie. Just like Pineapple Express. Toilet flush. Anybody remember that part? I forget how that movie goes. Dale. He like serves papers to people. He's one of those people. You've been served. I forget how the beginning of that movie goes. Man. I know he goes to his dealer's house. Or like he can't find it or something, so he gets a new one. That's like my favorite actor. I forget his name. He's the dealer. That was like his best movie. And he's like a serious actor sometimes. Then Red. And they fight. He's a snitch. He like dunks his head in the toilet. Throws the phone in there. They see a cop kill like a dealer guy. So and there's like the burning house at the end and they come out. Red's still alive. And he kicks his foot through the window. That was so funny. I cracked up. They're driving the car and it has like a shattered windshield, so he starts kicking it like they do in the movies, so he can like, kick out the windshield. Then his foot gets stuck in the windshield and it just makes it worse. That was like the best part ever. And his foot's hanging out the window. He's trying to drive. It's like it always works in the movies. That was probably the best part. Beg says, KY joke, it's just a joke. Did you know the toothbrush was invented in Kentucky? Otherwise, it would be called the teeth brush, right? You gotta brush that one tooth. Rambo 1, he was a Vietnam vet, but the cops in his small town labeled him a drifter bum, disliked him even more that he was a Vietnam vet than action excused only because of their stupidity. Looks like my Nomapalooza's over, dudes. And dudettes. But I just got a verse. Let's do another one. I'll catch up in the chat and then we'll do another Nomapalooza. I need to do them. My recommendation with Nomapaloozas is try to save like 2 or 3 at least for the next the next vault event so you can get your pity keys. Like that's the only way I'm getting keys this time, unfortunately, because these stupid battle crashers. Like I've got almost as much keys from freaking pity keys than I have from other means. I have 11 pity keys, right? Let's see how many I've gotten otherwise. 15. 15, if you count the Vault Epic ones, I got 17. So 17 and 11. So it's pretty close. 28 so far. I feel like that's bad. I've seen people get like 1,000 or 400 on a weekend or something. I usually get like 200, 250. I'm not crazy. But what's 250 divided by 3? It's like 80 something, right? And so far, I've only got 28, 30, something like that. I'm not even close. I need 50 more keys to get what I normally get. Like, it's for some reason, I'm getting way less today. And it's probably because I'm not running enough Nomapaloozas, but it still feels like I'm getting less. Just like a feeling. It's like a vibe. I feel like I'm getting less. Alright, let's do the chat, and then I'll run another Nomapalooza. 20. Okay. Rich says 3 Paloozas, no cursed gnomes. I feel ya. I think I've only got 1 or 2. I think I got 1 and I just didn't see it there. Imperial says, I don't know how you can sit through those movies. Mindless. Beg says, we did also have the Rocky movies, yeah. You'd think he has a robot. DC says that's the beauty of Last Action Hero, mindless action, murder by ice cream cone. Remember Cliffhanger? Two Mom says, come visit Australia. International borders have just opened again. Mike D says, Last Action Hero, I get it. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger. Two Mom says, how's everyone's vault key drop rate? Mine is way down. Me too, I was just saying that. Imperial says, was notified by my credit card that I have enough miles for round trip to Australia. Nice. Beg says I did a Nomapalooza with no battle crasher. Tom and Danielle Elwood says, does anyone know who was the Marlboro Man? I don't know. I know who that is, but I don't know like the guy's name. It was a cowboy that smoked cigarettes, right? Two Mom says, awesome Topaz, do it. It's a long way, but so worth it. Rich says, haven't got cursed gnomes in 2 months. I feel ya. Where's a level? See, I only got 27. I swear I've got like 2 cursed runes this entire day. That sucks. Alright, anyway, let's do another one. Marlboro Man from Selleck. Tom Selleck? Is that the Marlboro Man? Is Tom Selleck the Marlboro Man? I remember he was I always get who's the 2 guys that look the same? It's Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds, right? Don't they look the same? I think it's the same guy. Have they ever been in the same room together? Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds. What's the coolest movie ever that Burt Reynolds was in? That's the coolest name, man. Burt Reynolds. Tom Selleck's a pretty cool name too, though. I wish my name was Burt Reynolds. I don't know, though. Burt's kind of a crappy name. It just sounds good when it's like you put it together. You say the whole name. If you just say Burt. His name was Burt. Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man? Is that a movie? I want to watch that one. Cursed Gnomes, dude. Where are they? Thrashin' the skateboard movie? The only skateboard movie I know is, and I can't remember the name of it. Dogtown. That's the only one I know. Smokey and the Bandit. Boogie Nights. Is that Burt Reynolds? Who's the guy that has the car? And it's, and the car's alive. Knight Rider or something. Is that Burt Reynolds? I have a big smile on my face because I'm pretty sure it's not. And I think it's funny. Who drives the car that's black and it has like red lights? Baywatch. David Hasselhoff, he was like Justin Bieber for other countries, wasn't he? Like they loved his music. Baywatch. Tim the Toolman Taylor. Remember the guy on the fence and he couldn't show his face? He only showed like half his face. JTT. They built a hot rod in their garage. Then he had his own show. There was Al. Al Borland. And he would like glue his forehead to the piece of wood and then Al would be like trying to help. And then Heidi. And then JTT was like, I'm not doing this show no mo. And then Tim was like, I'm not doing this show no mo. And they stopped doing it. He made that noise. He makes that noise. Remember the noise? Who has seen the new Ghostbusters movie? I have not. Is that the one with the women? Baywatch Nights. You know when you was a kid and you just watched Baywatch because, you know, they were running? Remember watching Baywatch just because they were running in slow motion? It's for the plot, Mom. Billy is drowning. David Hasselhoff saved him. He's got a hairy chest. I'm not watching it for the running slowly. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh, like a really new one? I don't keep up on like new movies that good. I'm not a movie guy. Like I don't go to the movies. I can't even remember the last movie I went to. I'm trying to remember right now. I think it was a kids movie, you know, I took my kids. That's like all I do at the theater. I go see kid movies. Blue and green, come on. You suck. I should have took brown. Does he even talk about Gems of War at all? Ask a question, I'll talk about it. Gems of War, what's the question? I'm making up my own troll. Does he ever talk about Gems of War in this? It's a Gems of War game. It's Gems of War After Dark, baby. New Ghostbusters movie with Paul Rudd. This stream has given me more insight into my son than any other experience. I only had sisters. Baywatch. Babewatch. Grandson of Egon. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I saw the trailer or something, or I watched some guy like talk about it on YouTube or something. I think I know what you're talking about. Now that I think of it. I watch a lot of YouTube. That's like all I watch. Just YouTube. That's why my name is YouTube. Wilson, he was the neighbor, yeah. He always had insightful comments. He would read you a passage from the Bible or something. talk about Mohicans. Vlad Maybach, what up, bro? Now it's Loot Vault weekend. I'm trying to grind hard for souls so I can craft Dawnbringer. And how long did it take you guys to craft that weapon? I don't know, man. It was a while, actually, but that was back in the day, so... When I was going for Dawnbringer, I didn't have Ferrous Raw at first. So I was one of those dudes trying to, like, figure out a team without Ferrous Raw, which I would not recommend. I would just wait till you get it, but... I ended up having like 600 or 700,000 souls before I even got Ferrous Raw. Then I got Ferrous Raw, and it was like a month or two after that. I got Dawnbringer pretty quick after I got Ferrous Raw. That's the ticket, really. But these days, that's not the ticket. It's this. Especially right now, you got a Battle Crasher that's giving you souls. Like, everybody else hates it, and it's not as good as getting like a Vault Key and getting souls from that, but... At least it's helping you towards your Dawnbringer. Everybody else is cursing it. But nowadays, the way to get souls is like the vault. I should have took that extra turn, but it's all good. The reason I'm doing Rowan, if you weren't watching earlier, is because the Battle Crasher is annoying and it's screwing my Ironhawks. I do have 2 Ironhawks. So I'm just leveling my Elementalist. I gave up on the Ironhawks for this Vault event. I was even, like, before I even started and realized the stupid Battle Crasher was annoying, I was thinking, man, I should probably, like, level Elementalist one of these Vault events. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do Ironhawks. I still want gems more than anything, Vault Keys. But... then the Battle Crasher kept surviving with 1 HP, and I got annoyed, and I was like, alright, let's just do Rowan, because she'll kill it every single time. It won't have 1 HP left. Which only happens every once in a while, but it's just annoying. So, it's like 1 in every 10 battles. Your 2 Ironhawks will leave the Battle Crasher with 1 HP, and I was like, screw this, basically. But I don't know exactly how long it took me, Vlad. Like, it was a while ago, so I don't even know if it would help you if I told you how long it took me, because I was doing it in a different, you know, era of Gems of War, kind of. Like, I think you could get it quicker than I could have got it, just because of, like, this right here. If I were you, I would just grind the vault until your thumbs fall off, or your fingers. And then open all your vault keys and hope you get souls. Maybe even grind it with your Sacrificial Priest Ferrous Raw team. Then, of course, when it's not a vault, you could do all your difficulty 1 challenges in every kingdom if you haven't done that. That gives you souls. And if it's not a vault event, it's pretty much the same thing. You just go to difficulty 1 Explorer with your Sacrificial Priest Ferrous Raw team, and you just keep grinding. Shouldn't take too long if you got Ferrous Raw. With Gnomapaloozas and Pity Keys and all, they do vault events every month these days. Tom and Danielle says it's really good. It's on Redbox now. Mike D says, I'm gonna take my son and maybe, if she wants, my wife to the new Jackass. Yeah, Jackass. Johnny Knoxville. Bam Margera. He's not in this one though, is he? He's kind of a mess right now, huh? What if Bam Margera is watching the live stream? What up, Bam? What's some of their other names? We got Johnny Knoxville, Chris Pontius, Steve-O, the Wild Boys. Wee Man. Dave England. Aaron. The Fat Guy. Jeff Tremaine, he's like the director guy. Jackass is pretty funny. I keep watching it on YouTube, like this is the 10 times that people got injured, or this is the 10 stunts that went this way or that way. Like, there's all these top 10, like right now, because the new movie. Like, if you go on YouTube and you like Watch Mojo or something, they got a lot of like top 10s for Jackass. I think everybody's doing those videos right now. Like, where are they now? Or, you know, the best or top 10 or... That's what I'm saying. I just watch YouTube, man. Sometimes I watch the other thing. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. The other place that should not be named on YouTube. Give me a cursed gnome, please. Baywatch running slow. Don't forget slow motion running. It's not just running. 4 years, Imperial? Yeah, Dawnbringer, man. This is Dawnbringer, right? If you don't have it, you poop on it. You say it's not good anyway. Or you've had it for a very long time and you don't use it anymore. Those are the people that poop on it. Either they don't have it and they've had someone convince them that it's not good and to not even go for it, or they've had it a very long time and they never use it anymore. And I still use it occasionally. It's not like it's not like a game changer. Not as like Zul'Goth's kind of a game changer. Dawnbringer's not exactly a game changer. It depends how early you get it. It's kind of like certain mythics, you know? Like, if you get Infernus when you're level 300, it's going to be a game changer. But if you get Infernus when you're level 1300, you might not even use it. Same with Dawnbringer. It's kind of like Infernus. You get it super early, like level 500 or something. And it's a game changer, like, it's awesome. You can use it all the time and, like, win. It's strong, it gives your whole team a barrier. It uses 3 different colors, like, it's cool. 50% start it, you know? But once you're, like, my level, Dawnbringer becomes, like, a thing you whip out every once in a while for... mostly early in events, just to get them done quickly. Sometimes there's certain restrictions where it's like the troops are kind of crappy, but it's like this world event. Like, you can use Dawnbringer, I think, right? I think it's one of the best things to use right now. Like Dawnbringer, Queen Zachi, Harpy Mage. It's usually when it's a weird like early in an event where there's a weird restriction, but you can use whatever weapon you want, kinda. Or it's one of the colors. And then, like, some Guild Wars teams, but it's kinda getting phased out of that a little bit, but... it's still useful, it's just not... unless you get it super early. I usually stick up for it. But then there's other people that they stick up for it because they got it and they put on all the work for it and they don't want to be like thinking it's not worth all that work. So you'll hear both sides of the story. It's somewhere in the middle. People will poop on it and say it's not worth it, and other people will say it's awesome and the reason they're saying that is because they put in all the work for it and they don't want to admit that it's not the best thing ever, you know? Somewhere in the middle. It's like the Infernus of mythics. Yo, Tuna! DC just saw his first cursed gnome. Dang. You got one? That's what I got. I think I've seen like 2 and I got 1 off both of them. And now I'm not doing a Gnomapalooza. so I can read the chat. You like Ferris Ra over Phoenicia. Not anymore. Used to be. The game changes its dynamic. So if you go watch like a video of mine from 2 years ago, I might say Ferris Ra is better than Phoenicia. I don't know, man. I might still say that, but it's just because Phoenicia is like an end game mythic. You need Nisha medals. Ferris Ra is more like a mid game mythic where you still need souls. There's more involved with like a top 10. Like it's really hard to do unless you make specific. Like, okay, here I'm gonna tell you this is the, I don't know, like this is the meta order. You can do like this is the order you should get them in, or these are the ones at the end game that are the best, or these are the ones that are the best if you get them first, or it's hard to do that. Like Ferris Ra or Phoenicia, that's a really good question. Because I used to say Ferris Ra's in the top 10, now I'm like, it's falling out. And Phoenicia was never close to the top 10, but then it's getting closer. So they're almost like right there together, passing in the night. One's going up and one's going down. It all depends where you're at in the game, though. Like always, it all depends. If you're early in the game, Ferris Ra. If you're late in the game, Phoenicia, right? That'd be the easiest thing to say. Because if you get Phoenicia and you're level 300, 400, 500, you probably aren't powerful enough to use her the way she's supposed to be used. If you got Ferris Ra, you could farm souls, get Dawnbringer, and then you would have something kind of similar to Phoenicia. And a Dawnbringer. It's one of those depends, the adult diaper situations. That's a good question though, Doc Navy, man. That's a good one. Tuna is here. Rick Squire. Hey, how's it going, Rick? The vault orbs are amazing. This vault, do you guys agree? I don't know what you're talking about. Vault orbs. So are you opening vault keys right now? You should probably wait till the vault's over. That's what I thought when you posted that comment. Like, right now's the time to like get vault keys, not open them. But if you're getting crazy good vault, like I can't blame it. If you're getting like awesome stuff, then don't let me tell you not to do it. Some people get that kind of confused though. They think like now's the time to open vault keys, but now's the time to get vault keys, not to open them. But do whatever, man. If you're getting awesome stuff, like that's a whole different story. Mike D says, don't ever watch Mojo trash, go to anything but that. Yeah, I feel ya, but you know how it is. Sometimes you like fall asleep and it comes on and you're like, oh, this is kind of interesting. It's doing this. It's the thing I like, and they're doing a top 10 on it. For grinding explorers, well, if that's like the question, like Phoenicia or Ferris Ra for grinding explorers, I would say Phoenicia. Because you don't really use Ferris Ra to grind Explorer. You use Ferris Ra to grind souls, which you grind Explorer to grind souls, but it still depends, I guess. Rick says, I'm so close to Zool, I'm excited to get him. Yeah, hey, if that's your main goal, then Chaos Orbs, Chaos Orbs, Chaos Orbs. Yep, you are right. Yeah, it was great when you could take it to the arena, exactly, DC. Whenever they changed the arena and took out the weapons, it kind of took like a little bit of Dawnbringer. It took it down just a little bit, like a little notch. That used to be its thing. Arena was kind of more boring back then, because it was like, if you got Dawnbringer, that's your team. Arena was just like Dawnbringer, you know, like the movie where the guy He was like a soldier. And then he has to fight in the arena. And then he gets in a chariot. And they put him up against impossible odds, but he still somehow pulls through. And then the Emperor guy, poison him and, stabs him. And he has to fight the Emperor. But he gets sabotaged before the matchup. That's like Dawnbringer. Good morning, David. How's it going? Other David. David JK63. Rich says I'm getting crap from vault keys. That's gross. Me too. I keep getting verses though. I need to use these Nomapaloozas, really. I need to keep doing that. Alright, let's see. Mike D says laugh like T. Everyone blast their speakers. Vlad says I'm gonna try take 2 months. I got 100k souls now. And it's easier these days than it was back in the day. That's the main thing I got to say about grinding souls. I think I even made a video about it. These days, the way to farm souls is pretty much the vault event. And that's happening right now. So now's the time, man. You should be able to get several 100,000 souls, I would say. T&D Elwood says my team is King Gob, Truffle, Infernus, Keelan, and my weapon is Gobsticker, and my class is Priest. That sounds cool. Two Mom says I definitely think to curse gnomes from more runs on level 5 Palooza. Just did one and got 8 runes versus 2 on level 2. Yep. That is a thing. It's just difficulty 1 versus difficulty 5. You're always going to get more from 1 than 5. But you're saying you're getting more runes from 5. That's true, but you're going to get more gnomes from 1. You know what I mean? It's just because on 5 event, it's just a little bit slower, no matter what you're doing. And, it's a trade-off. If you're having success doing what you're doing and you're getting cursed runes and stuff, keep doing it. There's no one way to skin a cat, whatever that saying is. But the meta is difficulty 1 Explorer with 2 Ironhawks to get the most stuff, like vault keys, Doesn't mean that's what you have to do. What am I doing? Soul Forge, Nomapalooza. Rich says, what use is Thenos? No use. He's just used to make something else. It's just like a tarot card. Think of Thenos as a tarot card. Quinestra tu Madre is Vault Event right now. It is for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. If you're on Nintendo Switch, it's not right now. But everybody else has it, yes, right now. DC United says, Robot Jocks, nah, Real Steel, no way. Gladiator, yep, Dawnbringer in Arena. That's it, bro. You read my mind, my weird mind. Mike D says, Cinny, do it, you know you want to. I've done it before, I don't want to do it again. Rick Squire says, Life and Death Weapon versus Doomblade, I need them both. If you had to choose, I would get Life and Death. Doomblade is it's the best blue doomed weapon, but it's blue, right? Yeah, it's blue. But I don't use it a bunch, but it's still the best one. If I had to pick between Life and Death and Doomed Blade, I would pick Life and Death. That's a good one too. That's a good question. If that's a question, I'm just answering my own. Two Moms, alright, kids are out of the pool. I've got to go sort dinner. Glad I made it to my first stream. Take care, Cinny and Sinners. Going to lurk now. Alright, have a good one. Get them dry, get the towels. Don't get any water in the house. David JK63 says, good luck to your local Bengals for tomorrow, Cinny. 4 days off now, so hopefully be watching here in UK as long as I stay awake. Yeah, me too, man. I gotta watch. It's I have to, It's a thing. Alright, let's do another one. I don't know how long I'm gonna go, like, at the moment. We'll do a Nomapalooza, that's for sure. We'll see what happens from there. It is 1:30 in the morning. It was banging earlier for sure, so kind of riding that wave. And I'm grinding. I wonder what level my Elementalist is on. Let's do a Nomapalooza. Got this. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. It's always nice when you got like an extra turn with Rowan. It's almost like Ironhawk. But that doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, have a good one too, Moms. Thank you for lurking. I like the people that they come to the live stream. Then when they leave, they gotta leave, they still leave it on. Like, that's amazing. I appreciate that. You know how YouTube goes. It's a vicious circle. You gotta have numbers to get numbers. Okay, we're playing the guitar. Who's the best guitar player? Slash? How about, what's the other guy's name? What's the Red Hot Chili Peppers guy? Flea? Who's better, Slash or Flea? Or Jimi Hendrix? He set his guitar on fire while I played it. Hey, I got a cursed gnome, but guess what? It's at the beginning of a Nomapalooza. I'm gonna get one rune. Yeah. I love it. Oh, 2. Ooh. That's like pets. Oh, Flea plays the bass. Shows how much I know. Is he the best bassist ever? Mike says, I know, I just wanted to hear the American Idol laugh tryout. I'm a take off, bro. Everyone like and subscribe. Cindy's full of shit information. Yeah. We're getting weird and freaky. It's the Gems of War After Dark. Rick says, if there's a new class soon, what would you like to see next in it? I don't know. I guess like a typing that hasn't been done yet, I guess. I don't know. I'm boring. Let's get a Daemon class, I guess. Or some other type that we don't have a class for yet, you know? 50% start for a class. Daemon class. Let's do like, the Spectre class. It's called Spectre. And it gives 50% start to Daemons. You can summon a pet. And it's like a 5th. You get a 5th teammate. There should be a troop that makes an extra teammate. That'd be cool. Like a 5th one. 5 on 4. That'd be sweet. What if there was a troop in the game that could add another teammate to your team? Has anyone ever thought of that? They just slide in there, like they make them smaller or something. It slides in there on the bottom or something. Get 5 on 4. That'd be cool. Flea is base, Santana, Brain, May from Queen, Flea's Slappa da Besa. Really messy, how's it going? How are you? Good to see ya. Mike D says, just kidding, later on, Cindy and Centers, Future Centers, later. Yeah, probably gonna cost money to do the Mr. T laugh, sorry. I already did it before, you know? I don't like making... I feel like I'm making fun of somebody, you know? I don't want to make fun of... You know? I'm not doing it to, like, make you mad or anything. I'm, like, not doing it to not make fun of somebody, because that's how it feels. But, you know, I've done it before, so I'm not, like, a prude or anything, but... I definitely feel ya, Mike. You might be in the car, but I don't know. I think it's just me and Beg and, who was the new person? Somebody in the car? Gemma Jameson. Gemma, get it? Gemma Jameson. Get it, lurkers? Gemma Jameson. Knockers of War. Great stream, says Mike D. I think it is, I don't know. I'll listen back and then I'll either be embarrassed or I'll laugh at myself. And both things are kind of sad, right? He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's the... thinks he laughs at his own jokes. It's either that or embarrassment. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Sometimes I don't even watch my own streams back. I just let it be. Like I'm never watching that one. I'll make a stream and I'll say some crazy stuff and then I'll just never watch it. Like, oh, like freaking ostrich. Put my head in the sand. Be like, yep, I'm not watching that one back. That really messy. The new kingdom should have no class like me. Haha. A Spectre class that has a 50% start for Daemons and adds a 5th troop to your team. Eric Johnson says Doc Navy. Rick says sick idea. I know Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He was in wrestling and Fast and the Furious. And the Tooth Fairy. What else was the Rock? Walking Tall. You ever seen that one? He like has a 2x4 and he beats people up with it. I think that's the name. I think that's on the back of the case of the DVD. The Rock beats up people with a 2x4. The movie. Great guitar player, Eric Johnson. Okay. I thought you were talking about The Rock. Eric Clapton. Does Prince play the guitar? Jimi Hendrix set it on fire, though. That's cool. Somebody else smashed it. Who smashes guitars? That's always funny. Or cool. I like when people, like, they wreck the whole thing. Like, they smash their guitar and they kick the drum into the crowd. And they spit on everybody and then they... Nirvana. They smash the guitar and they kick the drum into the crowd and then they spit on people. That was a fun time. He spit right on me. Then he kicked the drum in my face. Smashed a piece of guitar, lodged into my bicep. And then I got caught on fire. That was awesome. The mosh pit. We were jumping around and then we started punching each other in the face. Then some guy jumped on us. You ever been in a mosh pit? I think I have like one time. Maybe. Just like Star Wars. A construct class? Yeah, anything that we don't have. I should have matched that yellow just for educational purposes. So you can use Moon and so on the Lovers too, huh? Those tarot cards. Somebody should try to, that should be a video. Try to make teams out of those tarot cards, because it'd be kind of, it'd be like interesting. I don't know, because they're not really something you'd make a team with. They're just kind of used to make other troops, right? Even though they've been failing with that, like all the new ones don't really make anything yet. Like they used to. I don't know. Sometimes they come up with ideas and then they don't. Like journeys, dude. When are we gonna have journeys? Was journeys just for the Nexus? Are we gonna ever? We have to have it again, right? There's a whole achievement about it. What about the tarot cards that used to make troops? That hasn't happened in a while, right? Kind of like journeys. When are we gonna play journeys again? Isn't Journey a band? Oops. Oops. What the heck was that? I pushed the wrong button. Vlad says new kingdoms will be coming soon. 'Cause nothing comes from the Fire Rift. Right? Fire Rift is a faction from Broken Spire. Supposedly they're going to add more troops to each faction. I think that's the next step in the faction. Like, I was hoping it'd be like Heaven or an Overworld or, I don't know, another faction for each kingdom, but it looks like it's going to be just troops. More troops for each faction, you know? Like a common and a mythic. And then like a new kingdom and another faction. Like that's what we have to look forward to. I was hoping for like Heaven, Overworld, or multiple factions per kingdom, but I don't think I'm getting that. I think I'm getting new kingdom, one faction, maybe a troop or two added to each existing faction. And then maybe like 2 years from now, an Overworld or something eventually. Or, as someone else said, an underworld. It's under the underworld. Maybe they'll do the... Is it the 7 layers? They should have done a theme for each layer, you know? DC says, that's what I love about my Sinnycool playthrough, watchathons, catching Sinnykoolisms, and inside jokes. I know. I try to tie things back, you know? That's what you're supposed to try to do. I'll tie it back. Something we talked about earlier, that somebody comes to the stream late and he's wondering what I'm talking about. But I probably said something earlier, referencing it. So it's not funny to you because you weren't here earlier. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. What happened in Ghostbusters 2? Like, I think I already talked about this too. Sometimes that happens. Let's not do Ghostbusters. What's a movie I've never talked about? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Probably have to be like Titanic or something. I've never watched. I don't even like. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Did you guys like the Turtles when you were younger? I like the Turtles. We already talked about that too. Dang, dude. Chris Farley. His dad died and he takes over the business. Well, at first he was in college, but he's in college forever. And he does the Darth Vader voice in The Fan. There's David Spade. I think it's like a car. Don't they make cars or something? car parts, something like that. He is rich, but he doesn't do anything, he just gets drunk. So his dad makes him go back to school. He sees a penguin, he tries to run it over with a golf cart. Norm Macdonald. You ever seen Dirty Work? That was a good movie. Yo, did you hear what happened with Bob Saget, man? He had head trauma. How'd that happen, y'all? Do you think he like fell in the shower? What if somebody like came in his room and hit him in the head? What if how'd that happen? How do you get head trauma and then you go to bed and you don't wake up? Something had to happen. It's kind of strange. Fat guy in a little coat. Adult movie. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Right. Throw mama from the train. Prince played multiple instruments? That's amazing. Is he alive still? Beg said I never realized that having 8 weapons was a block to get to power level 20. Oh yikes! Yeah, some of the power levels have weird stuff. Like you gotta level classes to certain levels. You need multiple mythics or one mythic here, 2 mythics there, and then most of mine are pets though. I mean, I need to look at it though, because last time I looked, like half of them were pets that I don't, which is really annoying. Because the only way you can go get pets really is like Underworld, level 500 Purifaction. It's not like you're gonna do that in one day. So you're looking at your kingdoms and you're like, okay, what do I need to do here to get to the next power level? And then you see, oh, I need to level a pet to level 20. And then you're like, okay, well, how can I do that? And then you go like, okay, well, what about Underworld? Sometimes that's the answer, you know? You need 20 troops to level 20. Sometimes you can go to the Underworld and get, like, maybe you didn't do those troops, so now you got it. Or you need to trait a certain amount of troops to whatever, and sometimes you can go to the Underworld and get those, you know? Same thing with pets, like. But that's way harder, like, you gotta... I haven't even started on this one. I'll just wait till there's a faction event. That's a Tuesday one, you're like, I hate Tuesday faction events. So then you never do it. And you're still blocked by... That's my story. I'm blocked by pets. There's a way I could do it, but it's like really annoying and hard to go do that. Then you tell yourself, I'll just do it on a Tuesday. Then that Tuesday comes. You're like, man, it's Tuesday. I gotta get up early tomorrow. How am I gonna do this whole thing one night? That's what's cool about every kingdom having a faction now. Maybe they'll do something different. Like I'm hoping they'll either repeat factions like on the weekend. Like you know how they started doing like Invasion and Raid on the weekend instead of the weekday? Instead of it being a week-long event, they started doing them on the weekends. And since there's no new factions coming probably anytime soon, maybe they'll start repeating them. They'll run through them. And we can, that'd be cool. That, or change it from just Tuesday to like Tuesday through Thursday, or even just Tuesday and Wednesday. Like that'd be like reasonable, not something crazy. Come on. Let us do Tuesday and Wednesday, then I would do it. Or let us take whatever level we're on and start there. How about that? Something. Tarot teams, yeah. Future video title, are tarot teams terrible? I know. I need to... I was about to complain about YouTube earlier, like views and you know how it goes. But I think like February and January are supposed to be like the worst months of the year for YouTube. like views and money and stuff. So that's one thing, and then the other thing is I compared myself to other channels, right? Because I can do that. I can click on their channel and it shows me a graph of like views and how many they're getting versus how many I'm getting. It's very useful information, so I did that today and it made me feel way better. I'm like, oh. So, you know, I don't want to say, but it made me happy. I was down and out about it, and then I looked at that and I was like, oh, okay. So, they should be mad, not me. But still, like you look at, you know, day to day, it's kind of frustrating. But overall, it's okay. So that's what you gotta do. Look at it overall. Alright, y'all, I don't know. I think we're getting towards the end here. I don't think I'm gonna do another Nomapalooza. It's almost like, what time? We almost went to 2 in the morning. Maybe I should just go to 2 in the morning. That sounds like a cool time to stop. 2 a.m. He went all the way to 2 a.m. Gems of War After Dark. It's a one-time-a-month type of deal. It's supposed to be special. It was cool. It was cool. A little bit slap happy, probably. So far, like, the settings have been working, but I haven't tried it with, you know, like I said in the beginning. Oh, it's been on. What? How did it get turned on? So it's been fine like this. I had turned these off. They've been on the whole time. It's been fine. It's probably because it's late, though. You know how it goes. The more people that are playing, the worse it is. So you don't need to, like, do any tweaks in the middle of the night when it's 2 a.m. There's not as many people are on. But, who knows? Could have been confirmation bias, like I said. 16, let's see what I got. I started with 37. I'm just gonna I think I'm gonna grab them. Just so, you guys like leaving your vault keys in the mail so you know how many pity keys you got? Or do you like just grab them right away? I can't decide what I like. Sometimes I like doing this so I know how many pity keys I got. Sometimes I just grab them so I know how many. I don't have to do any ad. I don't have to do any ad. 78. So 41. 41 vault keys, 3 epics, and then we have this. So I have 50. I've got 57 vault keys. That's still low, though. I swear I get, like, on a normal vault weekend, I swear I get, like, at least 200. I think 250, so I was thinking, let's say 240, so 80 a day, right? Friday's probably, like, the hardest day, because I'm sure some of you work, then you get home, and, like, Saturday and Sunday are probably, like, where you get your most. So maybe you could say, we'll say Friday, like, I guess I'm on track, like, but, you know. As long as I get 100 tomorrow and 100 the next day, but I usually try for at least 200, and I don't even have 80 yet. $16. But, like I said, I haven't been doing a million Nomapaloozas either. 16 plus 41 is 57. 57 vault keys, 3 epics. That's what what do you guys got so far? Am I way off? Am I going too slow, or? I have 57 and 3. Am I doing bad? I need to do more Nomapaloozas. I think that's what's wrong. But I don't know how many I have. I definitely want to save 2 or 3 for next time. It's kind of like medals, right? you have 3 niche. You gotta save 3 niche medals for your global. You gotta save 3 seasons for your global. You gotta save 3, you know, Yasmins, guards, all that. So they don't even count till you get more than 3. It's the same with the Nomapalooza. You want to save 3, and then anything above that, you're allowed to use. Kind of like medals, right? I love comparing things. You'll find, if you're new here. Like the Metaphor Man. If I had a movie, it would be called The Metaphor Man. So I can use 2. I really only have 2, because I want to save 3 for the next time. And 2's not a lot. Like, I could do 2 in 30 minutes, and I'd be down to nothing. And I've already done most of my pity work. If I do a Nomapalooza right now, I'm probably only get like a couple. Maybe 20. Plus whatever I get in them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's slower, says Beg. I think so too. I think it's that battle crasher plus the servers plus the bloating. At least a little bit. Stealing a key here and there from everybody. Adventures in babysitting. Rich says I'm going to lurk and crash. Good night, Sinny and Sinners. Alright, Rich, have a good one. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, turn notification bell all, and if you join the choir, let's get back to the sexy 60, that's for sure. Also, follow me on Twitter if you aren't getting notifications. I'm not like trying to get 1 million followers on Twitter or anything. I'm not gonna bug you about it, but I'm just gonna start mentioning it because people are having trouble with notifications, so I'm gonna try to fix it. Like, it's for you guys, not for me. So, follow me on Twitter in the banner of my... If you go to my channel, it's in the banner. It's a little birdie. Click on it. But yeah, we'll see you, Rich. We'll be back on live stream on Wednesday, 10 a.m. EST. That'll be the next live stream. We're almost done here today. It's getting late. Tommy Boy. Fat guy in a little coat. Princess passed on. Rest in peace. Yeah. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Not to be confused with Very Bad Things, but could see the crossover between the two. Beg for Mercy says level 20 path, 2 pets, level 20, 28 troops, level 20, 29 fully traded, 2 mythics, class 100. Yeah, they should. Others, yeah. There's multiple types of people that should be listening to our stream. The devs and... DC says I leave them so I can see how many I earned during the event. Yeah, that's what I kind of think that's what I like too. Leaving them there. Yeah, Rowan's a little slower, but the Battle Crasher, you know? I don't know. That's right, though. Oh, cool. Angela's on the Mana Bombers. That's sweet. That's cool. Let me look at my kingdoms real quick, then we'll probably be done for the day. Like, if you look at my power, upgrade 2 Urskaya pets to level 20, right? If you click on that, we got Kuran Dorito. That's a Underworld Delve pet. So I could go do that. Kind of. I can only do 3 sigils right now, so I can't do it like all today if I'm not close. It's one of those type of deals where you can't do it all in one day type of thing. So you gotta commit to doing it. Like, it's a thing. Oh, I need 2 Urskaya pets to level 20. I'm gonna start doing that, and it's gonna take me a month. But, you know, you gotta do it at some point. Glacial Peaks pet. What is it? Which one? Mirror Mimic, I think? Maybe? It's one of those. Underworld. Pet. Kobold Kitty. That's why you do your delves, y'all. Stormheim pet. Dr. Snow, probably, right? Korean Dorito was a pay-to-win pet? Oh, maybe I got it wrong then. Is it both? Oh, it was Sir Ted. I'm an idiot. Sir Ted's the underworld one. Good catch. Korean Dorito was a pay-to-winner. A pay-to-wiener. This one's kind of different. Level 24 Drac Zum troops to level 20. Huh. Think I'd be able to do that one. We got Acturion. This is probably back when I wasn't doing Glory Shop troops or something. There's just not enough troops. I would have to get Octurion or Frozen Shieldbreaker. This one just came in. I should have done that one. Dang it. So did Octurion. Wasn't too long ago either, I don't think. You know, I say not too long ago. Somebody's going to say that was 9 months ago. But it was like, you know, within the last year. Or something. I should have done those. A Keytar pet. I think it's Hothead. Pretty close on Shrinks. White Helm. Tiny Dancer. Dancing for money. Pet. See, they're all pets. I need to do my delves bad. But I've been too worried about gems and crap like that. Because this could get me, you know, overall, it's like passive income and eventually stats. Dude, thank you 2 mobs. 10. Appreciate that. You just made the board. MVS, that's 2 points. That's pretty good. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll do one more Nomapalooza just for that. 2 moms gets 2 points. That's fitting. Let's do another Nomapalooza for 2 moms. Thank you. Even though I only have 2 more to do, but hey, use them or lose them, but don't use them all. I'll see if I can think of some more movies to say. Man, what's the last... I was trying to think, like, what's the last movie I went to the theater? I think it was a kid's movie. It was like... I can't even remember what it was. Man, that's how good it was, right? I think it was the one where it's like inside the body and they're... I know, it's like pretty old too. I haven't been in a while. I forget what it's called. Spider-Man, Sing Trolls. Am I still playing my alt? Not really. Here's what happened, right? The new account playthrough. This is a good thing. Thanks for asking. So back in June, July, I started a new account playthrough because I thought it would be like a really good educational thing for beginners and could follow along, and with my knowledge from playing my main account, I could restart on PC, which would also help me learn how to use OBS. And it was more than just like... It's a beginner guide, right? And it's me trying to get better at giving advice to beginners, because my advice for beginners was old. Because I started playing 5 or 6 years ago, so it's hard to give advice when everything changed. It's been changing every year. So I'm giving you advice from when I was a beginner 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So that was part of it. Like, let's start a new account. Let me try and see like how it goes these days, like being a new player. so I can give better advice to beginners. And then also I was playing on PC using a different software, like a OBS, and I had to learn how to put the chat on there, and it's like Everquest, and it all, you know. I played a couple other games. I learned how to stream from my PC, so that was part of it too. But then as like I did so many, I did more than anybody's ever done too, like on the new account playthrough. Other people have done it before, it's like a new idea or anything. Like, I think at least two other channels have done it before I did it. But I did it further than anybody else. I went all the way to like level 560 or something like that. I did like a bunch. Like if you go, I did a whole playlist if you want to watch it. New account playthrough playlist. There's like a bunch on there. I don't even know how many, like 60 videos or something. And a lot of them are like live streams where they're really long. And eventually I'm gonna make it like Cliff Notes version. I'm gonna rewatch it and like pick out stuff and like make new videos about beginner guides and stuff. That was another part of it. If you want the whole thing, like it's gonna eventually be pared down to like shorter videos one day. Hopefully sooner than later, so don't all change again. But anyway, I did 50, 60 videos. I don't know. I'm probably saying crazy numbers and it's really not that many, but whatever. Let's say I did 50, 60 videos. I got all the way to level 550. I was doing it every Wednesday, doing live streams on the new account. And at some point, it was like, I started getting mythics. I was in a good guild. I was doing the events every week. There wasn't much to say anymore. Like, I gave all the beginner advice, and we're kind of in the started getting into the beginning of the mid game, I guess. And I just felt like it wasn't, I don't know, wasn't getting as many views anymore. Like, there wasn't as much beginner advice anymore because I was kind of out of the beginner phase. So then I caught COVID, so I was already like not playing it as much. I was playing it like once a week, and I wasn't making videos anymore because there was nothing to say really. I was playing like I play my main account, so why not play my main account if it's just going to be the kind of the same, but with weaker characters, kind of like, I don't know. Got to a point where I was like, this is not as... It was better when I was level 100 and I was getting mastery weapons and picking which class to level and doing the quests and starting in the underworld and finding a guild and talking about beginner stuff. But once I got to a certain point, it was like, I might as well just play my main account now. So I slowly stopped playing. And then I was like, this is going to be the last video. I think I even said, like, hey, this is probably the last one. The views were going down a little bit. Nobody was caring anymore. You know, there was, like, you guys, there's 50 to 100 of you that always care. Or something like 200 maybe would watch. It was like 200, 250. But it was always it started to become the stinker of the week, right? Started to become the stinker of the week. And I was seeing that every week, like, I guess we'll stop doing the new account playthrough, because it's kind of the stinker every week lately. And it was hard, too, like, playing 2 accounts. I was playing, at the time, I was playing Sekiro, Everquest, my main account, and my new account. So towards the end of last year, I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is I'm pretty much playing 4 games. The new account's taking more and more time every week because I'm getting further and further, and you have to do more stuff the further you get. And it was just feeling like my main account, too. And I wasn't going to stop playing my main account, of course. So I was like, I'm going to beat Sekiro before the end of the year. I need to get that out of here. And I was like, I might as well just get new account out of here too. So that's when I decided. I was like, alright, we're going to get Sekiro done. We're going to get the new account playthrough done. I'm going to not stress and play 4 different games all at once and be burnt out. So now it's just main account and EverQuest. We beat Sekiro. We beat the new account playthrough, you know what I mean? And I was still playing it once a week, like I wanted to still play it, I just wasn't making videos on it. I had every intention to like keep playing it, but it slowed down to twice a week and then once a week, and then it was like Ben was like sending me messages like, hey, you need to log in, it's been like a whole week since you've been on, or it's been a whole 10 days. I was like, okay, I will, and I'd log in and play a little bit. Then the next week it would happen again. Then I caught COVID, and I was doing the bare minimum everything because I was sick for like 2 weeks. So I was bare minimum man. And that was something that I just didn't do because I didn't have to, you know? I was barely doing my main account. I was barely putting out videos. I was barely getting my work done. I was barely getting out of bed type of stuff. So for that whole 2 weeks, I didn't play at all. And then, like, when I got better, I just never started. I just, like, hey, I didn't play it for 2 whole weeks, and I haven't, just like, once you stop and you don't really need to do it, it's hard to go back. But it's still there, and, you know, I could always pick it back up. But that's the story of the new account playthrough. The end. And there's still gonna be more. Like, I'm gonna rewatch those. It's just gonna take time. Like, when I have time, I'm gonna rewatch each one of those. And there's a lot of it. A lot of hours I'd have to sit through, but I could put it in like 2 times speed and something. You know, I've already, like, I said the stuff and I know the stuff. I'm gonna have to rewatch it in like 2 times speed or something. Write down a couple things and make a shorter video so people will actually watch it, because you know how it goes. Like I've said, people see a 2-hour live stream, for some reason they don't want to click on it, even if all the good information, like, I might put all the good information in the first 10 minutes and then just keep playing, but they don't even give it a chance because they see it's 2 hours long, even though there's like 10 minutes of information in the front. If you just give it a chance, and then you don't have to watch the whole thing. But that's the story of the story isn't over, but it kind of definitely on a hiatus. I know, because, like, it's kind of sucks. I got into a guild, and then I had a bunch of people go in the guild with me, and then a month or 2 later, I stopped playing. So I know that's a thing, and I feel bad a little bit, but we let people in Mana Bombers, and come on to PS4 if you want to join my guild, I guess. Will I ever play it every day again? I don't know. I almost doubt it that I'll ever play the new account every day again. If I get back into it, it'll probably be like a once or twice a week type of deal at first, at least. And maybe I will. You never know. Like, I play EverQuest, I get to level 60 and I start a new character, and then... So that might happen. But then I don't want to abandon my main account either. That wouldn't be good for the channel. We're kind of in a groove here doing certain things. So I don't know, it's a tough topic, really. The next thing that's going to happen is the Cliff Notes thing, probably, with it. Epic Vault Key. Iron Man 3. It sucks when your cards suck. Yeah. We need that troop that lets you summon a 5th teammate. We need live PvP. Another epic vault key, that was amazing. Inside Out, I think that was it. Ha. That shows you how long it's been, though. I didn't want you to guess it, because that shows how long it's probably been. Nah, I think there's been something else since then, but that's the one I remember. So. Two Mom says, I want to see Maverick when it comes out. Haven't been to the movies in forever, though. Yeah, you know. For good reason, right? At least the last couple of years. For some of that time, they probably weren't even open, so... It's always fun, but... It's not like the first thing I think of doing whenever I'm doing something. Go to the movies. But whenever I do it, I have fun, for sure. It's kind of like bowling. Go bowling, like, every once in a while. I go to the movies every once in a while, you know? It's kind of like bowling. You have fun when you do it, but you only do it every once in a while. That's how it is for me. Madman Bobo, how's it going, man? It's like 2 a.m. You are a madman. Beg says 3 Nomapalooza, 2 Ironhawk with Pity, 80 Vault Keys, 8 Epic, 7 Cursed. So yeah, maybe Ironhawk's the answer, or more Nomapaloozas. But hey, maybe I'll get Elementalist to 100, and that'll be worth it. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I don't have every class to 100. Other people, you know how it goes. I've said this before, like, you can't just always do what other people are doing that you see. You might be in a different situation than them. They're using 2 Ironhawks all the time, which is the best, and you should. But maybe you also have some classes that you really need to get leveled. Like, say you are about to get Zul'Goth, and you really want to get your Slayer to 100, so you can make that team awesome. Or maybe you just got Mother of Darkness and you want to get Corsair to 100 or something, or... You just got Phoenicia and you want to get Sunspear to 100. Elementalist is like a new class that just came in that's top 3, top 5, and it'd be cool to get it to 100. But yeah, you might be right. That's why I'm getting less Vault Keys. I'm not using Ironhawk. I'll probably switch, you know. Tomorrow I'll just do Ironhawk. If my Vault Keys are down. Because that's... The main thing to do while you're doing the Vault is get as many Vault Keys as you can. That's the goal, right? Doesn't feel like super slower. It's definitely slower, but it doesn't feel like it's so much slower. Like that battle right there. It's like a second slower. But that doesn't always happen, so. Stupid Battle Crasher. It's like that one. That one was probably like 5 seconds slower. DC says, I'm still trying to play on PC Mobile, but I haven't reached level 500 or finished unlocking all the kingdoms yet. Ben has been very patient with me. I do appreciate the entire Epic family of guilds. Yeah, they're awesome. John and Ben, and it's Ben's guilds. John's just a recognizable figure that's in those guilds. John Fitzpatrick, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Nice story, says David. Just playing your alt to help your wife's guild. That's cool. It's fun. It's definitely fun to start. You know, start from scratch again. I like doing that in lots of games. But, you know, it's like the YouTube channel. And playing all these other... It was like all that crap all at once. Like I said in the story that I just told about the new account. That's why. So a perfect S-Storm that burnout, and then the sea. The sea killed the new account. For, you know, put it in the dirt. It was like slowly going to the dirt, and then the sea put it in the dirt. It was whimpering and struggling to breathe, and then the sea came along and dug its grave and threw it in there and threw dirt on it. Come on, dummy. Is my Nomapalooza over already? Dang, that went quick. Oh well. Yeah, probably need to switch back to Ironhawk. Let's see what level my Elementalist is for fun before we go. And we'll catch up in the chat, and we'll say goodbye. And it was, hey, this was Gems of War After Dark. Was it as cool as the Chatathon? But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a break from the Chatathon. The Chatathon is a special thing that we do every other month, and it's not supposed to be the Chatathon, so... Let's catch up in chat, say goodbye. Also, I want to see what level my Elementalist is. Also... Get out of here. Hey, did we hit the reset? I don't think I've ever hit reset. Like during a live stream. I think we just hit reset, maybe. 92. Dang. Huh. Still got like 8 levels. Oh well. It's kind of like Cursed Runes. I'm just picking at it every Vault event. I'm not impatient. I do not have FOMO. I don't need a level 100 Elementalist right away, and I don't need a level 20 Soulforge right away. I'll never pay for that kind of stuff. Beg says, I wish they had cross-save Xbox main, but like to play on phone and PC. Yeah, that was definitely the coolest part about the PC account. Besides, like, learning OBS and stuff, and, like, starting from scratch and beginner guides and the channel and the videos and stuff. It was cool to be able to play on my phone and take tribute, like, from wherever. That's the biggest advantage of PC Mobile. It's just taking tribute from wherever you have your phone. DC says, don't feel bad about that, Sinnycool. You've put some good folks in a great family of guilds. Yeah, I don't think I have to be there, right? Like, you guys are cool. Sometimes you guys become, like, you know, like Chad and Bear and John and Ben, and, yeah. Sometimes you guys kind of pair up and go do your own thing. Really Messy says the new guy in Bombers said our rec should be 5,000 trophies. Who's the new guy? That's funny. Madman Bobo, I'm in California, only 11 p.m. here, and tomorrow is Saturday. Doing well, thanks. Awesome. California's awesome, isn't it? Hey, he's back, dude. Copy. I think. You've not seen a Battle Crasher in the GAP? I don't think I've paid attention. You might be right. You know what I think Eliza is? You think they're talking about the sea? That's the only thing I could think of. Like, they're from a different crazy country. Like, who knows where, right? Ethiopia or Ukraine or something. And maybe they call it something different there, and he's making fun of me for catching it. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know what that means. Maybe they have a nickname for it over there in Ethiopia. Sebastian says, Ironhawks 2 times is a team for players who had all class at 100. Yeah, I mean, that's a good... Yeah, I would agree. But... if you want the most vault keys, you gotta use it. So you kind of have to sacrifice doing your classes, but it's one or the other, really. Can't really go wrong, though. You're either leveling your classes or you're getting more vault keys. Tuna says, I stay on to support the stream, but I mostly have to tune out and crunch my own numbers. I feel ya. Bear says, I'm heading to bed. Check you out later. I'll be right behind you, man. I'm a spoon with you. Bake says, Sebastian, for GAP I do 2 Ironhawk farming versus I level classes with Rowan. That's a good compromise there. I might do that. One other compromise I was doing at some point was I would do a Nomapalooza, and then I would do not a Nomapalooza, but I would wait till I got a Curse Gnome before I would do another Nomapalooza, right? I think that's a cool way to do it. Just, hey, I'm not going to do another Nomapalooza till I get a Curse Gnome outside of a Nomapalooza. So you do a Nomapalooza, and then you're not allowed to do another one until you get a Curse Gnome. Like, make that a thing. I think that's a good way to play, too. You don't, I mean, it's just like, hey, you don't have to do that, but I think it's neat to do. It kind of shows you how long it takes to get a Curse Gnome. Then when you get a Curse Gnome, you can do a Nomapalooza. So you have to keep going until you get a Curse Gnome, and then you get to do the fun thing when you get one. It's reset. Two Mom says officially out now. Thanks, y'all. Stay safe. Appreciate you. Tama Danielle says I just might level 254. And we finished off with Copy finally back. Man, I might have to ban that dude. He's not even adding nothing to the conversation anymore. He's just... Let's just ban him. I mean, sorry, Copy, dude. You had like a million chances. You're my little dingleberry. But... I think it's time. You've done... He's been at the... It's 3 hours and 11 minutes. And he got timed out like 3 times. And he's still here. Like, that's like... That makes me not want to ban him because he's watching the video. He's watching the stream for that long just to post those messages. But it's like, how many times do you let him do it before you ban him? You know? I know it. Like, I'm kind of the main thing is I don't want him to annoy you guys. That's kind of the main thing. It doesn't bother me. I don't even know what he's talking about, and it's kind of funny sometimes. But it's been long enough. I think you want me to. I think I'll just ban him. I'm kind of sick of it. He'll just make another account anyway, so it's all good. Let's just hide user on this channel. There, he's gone, but he'll make another account. We'll see him. It'll be some variation of Chris or Copy or something. We'll see him again. DC says, if you want to use your hero with a weapon, try the Wizard's Wand with Greed and 2 Ironhawks, or 1 Ironhawk and a Cedric. This way you can level your classes. Just a thought. Yeah, and I've done a video on that before. You can still use Ironhawk, but you just got to use 2 Dust Devils with your hero. And it's kind of like Rowan, but it's like slightly more consistent, so I don't know if it's faster or not. It's really close. It's really, really close. Between Rowan and 1 Ironhawk with 2 Dust Devils and your hero. Because then you can't... It's not like 1 turn anymore. You got to do Dust Devil, and then they get a turn, and then you do Dust Devil again. But they die every single time. Like, so you know how Rowan, sometimes you do your Leprechaun, it doesn't fill her up. Then you gotta, like, take mana, and then it's their turn again, and then you cast it. So sometimes it's like 3 turns. Like, every once in a while. With the 2 Dust Devils, the Ironhawk, and the hero, it's always 2 turns, like, every single time. So, that's, like, the plus of... I think they're probably really close. Like, I don't know why you would do... It's kind of clunky, too, like the 2... I don't know. It's just a thought. It's a thing. You can do 2 Dust Devils, Ironhawk, hero. That's the Ironhawk with getting class experience. You cast Dust Devil, and then you cast it again. And it's just like Rowan or 2 Ironhawks. Just takes another turn. But like I said, it's always 2 turns. While Rowan, sometimes, ever so often, it's Leprechaun. Oops, I didn't fill my Rowan. Take mana. Fine, now my Rowan's filled. And then caster. So it's 3 turns every once in a while. And that's the difference between the 2. Hey, another bot. You want to get rid of one more bot before we go? Yeah, I know, DC. We gave that dude like a million chances. That's the most ever. He has the record for the most chances. It's because they never says, like, anything. It's always just weird crap spam. Hey, no problem, T&D. Thank you for being here. I wouldn't have it without y'all, you know? I just wake up and Cindy is streaming. That's funny. Nah, we're out of here, man. I'm just finishing up. Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining me tonight. Gems of War After Dark. It was cool. You know, it was different. It was cool. It was a break from the chatathon. Next month is the chatathon, so prepare for that. Hopefully it'll go. We've only done it twice, and both times it went to fruition. It went the whole way. We set a new record both times. Is that going to continue to happen? I don't know. We'll see next month. We'll see. It's always an anxiety type of deal where I'm like, oh my gosh, will it only last 1 hour? And I'm going to not call it the chatathon. I'll just act like it never happened. Or Anyway, we'll see y'all. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for what? I don't know. This might be the video for tomorrow. You know? It's tomorrow right now. So this might be the video. Maybe EverQuest later if you want to support that. If you want to put a comment on it, maybe get an MVS point. EverQuest, probably. That'll probably be what I work on tomorrow. Then spoilers on Sunday. Gems of War spoilers Sunday, all platforms, around noon. That's usually when I do it. Yo, Glorfindel, want to get those points before we go? Thank you so much. Let me give Fiona Glorfindel a point before we go. Let me find my marker. Boom, you got 6. You're tied for first with DC. DC and Fiona are in first. With Chad, 3-way tie. What if we have a 3-way tie this month? That'd be funny. And then, after that, it's like a big tie for second now, I think. Angela, Trey, Sebastian. So 3 in first, 3 in second. Then we have like Funky, Matthew, Gadget, Markio, Clark. They all have 3 points, so. Alright, y'all. Thank you for joining me today. DC United, Roman B, Fiona, aka Glorfindel. Doc Navy, good to see ya. I probably won't live stream at night again, so I'm sorry, but hey, next month or I don't know. If you can ever come to the live stream, leave me a comment, you know? You can always leave me a comment. I know I do pre-recorded videos and crap, and you can rewatch the live streams. Just leave me a comment so we, you know. King was here. Bot was here. Let's get rid of that bot. Hide user on this channel. T and D Elwood. Tom and Danielle. David, JK63. He was Donald Trump and he said you're fired. Two Moms was here. Good to see ya. Once again, just like Navy. Doc Navy. Two Moms. Leave me a comment. I know you can't come to the morning live streams, but hey, you can always leave a comment on a video. We can still chat. Beg for mercy. He's in the passenger seat hanging out the window. Beg, Bear Razor, Tuna, Sebastian, Madman Bobo, Really Messy, DC United, of course, David Canberra. David Canberra's awesome, man. He's an EverQuest subscriber, and he comes to the Gems of War live streams. Like, that's always... I mean, that's just like you guys going to an EverQuest video. It's cool. I like that. Two Moms, DC, Sebastian, Really Messy, Beg. Two Moms with the 10, thank you so much. T&D, DC, Beg, Doc Navy. Rich Kaufman was here, y'all. Vlad Maybach was here, too. Rick Squire, another person I think that said, hey, I can only come to the night streams. Leave me a comment, man. Leave me a comment. We can still chat. Really Messy Mike D was here. Mr. Mike D. David JK63. Quinestru Madre. Man, I suck at your name. Madre was here. T&D, David, Rich, Rick, Doc, Tuna, Oddfellow was here. Imperial Topaz. That was probably a better time for Imperial, too. Vlad Maybach. Sick was here. I think I missed Sick. What up, Sick? Why don't you use 2 Ironhawks and GAP? I don't know. I was doing weird stuff tonight. We got weird and freaky, but I usually do. Mike D, DC, Rich, 2 Moms, Imperial. You've never seen this before. I like to say every person's name. I like to say goodbye to every single person I can. I don't know why. I just do this at the end of live streams. It's probably really boring for... Hey, shout out to the lurkers, you know? Shout out to you, too. If you're still out there. Shout out to the lurkers. Irish84. Another one, that night timer. Beg. Roman B with the 5. Thank you so much. David joined up. Thank you, David. Clark with the 5. Thank you so much. Mike D. David. Beg. And I can't go any further back because Copy put a bunch of spam and that kind of screws everything up too. Alright, y'all. We'll see ya. Yeah. That's right, Beg. I think we got somebody in the back seat too. I forget who it was though. They said something kind of along those lines, you know? Along those emoji lines, you know? But yeah, I'll see y'all. It's late now, so I'll see y'all. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all either tomorrow, EQ, or Sunday for spoilers. You're the best. Love you so much. Peace out. Sweet dreams.